Hello everyone, welcome to a DSP video. We are going to be going over the Halloween marathon, the marathon that everyone loved, no one complained about, no one hated it, everyone absolutely loved it. That's why we're doing a video on it. I'm documenting the great things and the positivity that came from the Halloween marathon. So let's get started.
That's why I don't do it, okay? Alright, the last Rambo, also overnight, did a 50-bit cheer. And he said, I want to express that it was uncalled for you to dismiss our nominations for the Halloween Marathon as trollish. We nominated games like Street Fighter V and Crysis because of your reactions and your adamant desire to avoid them. A successful businessman listens to his customers. Right, so last Rambo, you're...
I love how he responds with, right, so you are an asshole, last Rambo, so... Wait, what?
You're just admitting you're an asshole.
Okay.
You purposely nominated games that you know aren't going to be fun to play, have nothing to do with Halloween, and don't fit a marathon format for your...
He picked like 3 games that didn't fit. The rest of the games he nominated, I feel, fit pretty well. Now, this is kind of dumb because he pretty much begged his chat to pick games that were not, that he was telling his fans that they don't have to pick games that are Halloween themed or horror themed or whatever. He just tells them to nominate whatever they want. Nominate whatever. It doesn't have to be Halloween themed. And Last Rambo does the thing, and DSP says he's an asshole for that. And DSP said that these games would not fit the marathon. Now, I kind of see. I will say that Danganronpa does. I understand why it doesn't fit. I get it because it's a visual novel and it's a very long game. The other one that the Ultra Despair Girls, he didn't want to do because it was $30. Now, this was a event that hit all of the tiers that he asked for. All 3 sub tiers were hit. And there's a pre-stream or a video somewhere of him saying that $30 is a good price for him to fuck around with. Now suddenly, out of the blue, $30 is not. It's way too expensive. Now, I also love that these sub-events, all of them are always... They can't be insanely expensive for the marathons. It has to be cheap and all that kind of shit. So then why have these be marathon? Why have these be sub-events? Like, the idea would be that the sub-event would fund the games he's buying. Now, of course, he also wants to say that money has to go to bills and all this other shit. Then maybe don't, have viewers vote for stuff. Just say, hey, vote for, no, not vote, for this event to happen. And, I don't know, like, I just kind of feel like if he needed money, maybe he shouldn't do so. Like, I would kind of say maybe do sub goals just for emotes, which he can't do because Emerald 7, dude, gave him a lot of slots. Like, that's what I've been doing for my Twitch sub goals. I've just been using them to get more emotes. I've been saying, hey, guy, I have a sub point goal right now. We're trying to get to the Teddy emote. So, if you guys want Teddy, you know what to do. Nah. Okay, that was disgusting. Sorry, guys. But... that's kind of how I feel like that most Twitch streamers do it, which he can't since he has such a huge slot of emotes now. But he should have just found a better way to kind of excuse it. But also, he's doing a marathon. He could also rationalize the money I spend on these games I could potentially make up during the marathon. I say potentially underlined, obviously. But no.
Your own personal benefit instead of actually thinking about what people would want to see on a Halloween stream.
13 people nominated Street Fighter V, by the way,
so, I mean... admitting that you're an asshole. I think that was my point.
That was my point.
Like Danganronpa V3. Oh, yeah. A 40-plus hour-long visual novel, narrative-based game is really going to fit into a Halloween marathon where I'm only going to play it for like an hour and a half, right?
Now, the other thing that he kind of doesn't realize that there has been marathons. He has told us one of the memes about all these marathons and some of his playthroughs. Morrowind was one of his latest examples of this. That, it's so cool about these marathons. I get to try games and then I go back and try to beat them, man. Sometimes I go back to them and do full playthroughs. So that just only encourages people to nominate these games in hopes that it would get him to continue the game. Like, I'm sure at this point people are just nominating Danganronpa V3 just because they wanted to play it. He also got the game for free. I don't know if he can still download it since the company went under and all that shit. I don't know why he didn't bother downloading when he had the code for free, but okay. He could literally have just he like it's literally a free game and he could just play it during the marathon and say like, you know what guys, I'll make this a full playthrough or whatever. Like he fucking did that with Morrowind.
You know, maybe we use our heads for a bit.
Use our heads, guys.
I mean, at least you admitted that you're an asshole publicly so that we can all see it. You know, like I've only...
Last Rambo, I would not say is a whale necessarily because he doesn't really give money all that much, but he does give money when he wants to. But I wouldn't consider him that. But DSP is literally shitting on the guy that has gifted him a lot of subs in the past for a goal to be hit, and this is how he's talking to him. And he's a longtime fan. On top of that, the only longtime fan he probably has in that chat that's like other than Super Blind Dude. And this is how he talks to him.
Saying it for a while that people who would nominate stupid shit like that are being assholes and basically trying to skew my events, but at least now you've publicly said it for me, so I don't have to say it. I appreciate that. Alrighty then. Excuse me. Noxiena to me $1.30 and basically says a very cynical thing.
Now the other thing that's funny is that DSP literally begged his fans and begged his chat to nominate games that were not horror themed. He told them that, oh, the games you nominate, it doesn't have to be horror themed, dude. And then they nominate games that aren't horror themed, and he tells them that they all wouldn't work in the horror marathon. It was very obvious the reason why he mentioned that, because he wanted to have a little window for Fall Guys to sneak into the marathon. And the other thing that I want to highlight, I'm surprised no one really got mad at him for doing this, but he out of the blue threw in Little Hope and Animal Crossing. He at the end of the day he just added in Little Hope, but he threw that game in. Two people wanted it. And he played it, and that got the most time because he wanted to beat it. And it's just like, dude, if you're gonna spend that much time on a game, you should have done that at the end. Like, and I know what he would say. Well, yeah, it's too late, man. But last time, because he would bring up the last time he streamed late, was a game he hated. But he loved Little Hope. He was telling us how great the game was. So he didn't want to end the marathon on a game he liked. It's ridiculous. Come on.
All right, so I'm going to read it and I'm going to address it very matter-of-factly. He says, other streamers...
and at this point, him wanting to beat games on time and all this stuff, then maybe he shouldn't do chill streams anymore. Like, he used to do full playthroughs of games, on the first and second stream sometimes. Sometimes he would put the main game on the second stream. Now he does that very rarely because he wants the chill streams to be there. And honestly, if for a guy who brags about being a variety streamer, he doesn't do any variety. His chill streams are the same shit every week. Right now he's only slightly changing the chill streams, but do we really need Street Fighter every week? Do we really need Pokemon at this point? Do we really care about filling the Pokédex? Do we really care about not Animal Crossing? What's the other shit he does? Oh my god, I'm blanking on it. I have a feeling I'm gonna end this video and it'll come to me and I'll be like, what the fuck? I didn't think of this? Let's see. Pokemon. He does do Fall Guys. Genshin Impact! Oh my god, I space on that one. Genshin Impact is the other fucking chill game he throws in.
To do
every
Halloween
week.
And Christmas events. They don't have sub goals or anything that need to be hit to do them. Why do I have sub goals to do them? Exactly. He says, other streamers seem to tend to do Halloween and Christmas events. They don't have sub goals or anything that need to be hit to do them. Why do I have sub goals to do them? Alright, I'll explain. First of all, alright, I don't know what streamers you're addressing. I don't know if you're addressing...
Look at this fucker, man. Look how much of a bitch he is. I don't know what you're talking about. Mr. Weasley Weasel, man. Every streamer doesn't do sub goals for these events. For Halloween and the Christmas event. No one does them this way. And the thing that kind of gets me about this is that he has the nerve to say that, oh, this is my annual event. Dude, it's not annual if you have to charge people to do it. If you don't, like... You can't brag about doing these events every year when they're tied to a goal. It's so lame. Remember that one time he did the Halloween marathon goal in August and didn't get hit, so he did it again in September and it got hit? I wonder why he got hit. It's almost like he utilized the how close the season is to sell it. But it's so stupid to just sit there and say like, oh, I do these events annually, man. He only does them annually because he gets paid to do them. People pay for him to do it.
People who do this for a living or people who just do it for fun. I don't know if you're addressing streamers that are ginormous and popular and make insane amounts of money every single day.
Now, I love how he also paints that if a full-time streamer is doing these events for free and they're doing streaming for a living, they are making exorbitant amount of money. They're ninja tier. They have to be, dude. They can't be doing these events for free because they like the holiday? Oh, but if they do it, they also might not be doing it as a job. And they're doing it for the fun of it, so... Wait, what?
I don't know what streamers you're addressing. I don't know if you're addressing people who do this for a living or people who just do it for fun. I don't know if...
So the people who do it for a living are not doing it for fun. Okay.
You're addressing streamers that are ginormous and popular and make insane amounts of money every single day that they turn on a stream, or
like, this is so lame. He could just assume that he's just comparing him to just streamers that do it and just ignore the financial stuff. If it's gonna be financial, the reason why he's doing these as goals, then he could just say, well, I understand that people might be doing these events for free or whatever, but I'm doing these as a sub goal because I need the money to pay the bills, even though he has a tips goal for that reason. Like this is why like his whole setup is so dumb, is that he tells us that the tips goes to all these things, all the money he gets goes to random things whenever he feels like it. The tips can go to video games, but sometimes the bits goes to games. Sometimes the tips go to bills, but sometimes the bits go to bills. Sometimes the subs go to games, but sometimes they don't. And it's never consistent what goes to what. And he pretends that there's some consistency, but you all know there's no fucking consistency, because the money he gets is his money, period. And you don't have to... No one... I'm not saying that DSP has to give us a spreadsheet of where the money goes or anything, or what avenue goes to where. But you can't just sit there and say, well, this money goes to this and this money goes to that, and then when someone calls you out for sub goals that you could do easily for free, he says, well, I need to pay the bills. That's why I do it. I need the money. But you do tips goals for that. You get cheers for that. Like, this is what's so dumb about it. Like, these were also Patreon goals, which is ridiculous.
Or if you're addressing someone who just does it for a hobby and doesn't make any money doing it, all right? You've basically put me in a position where there's no way I can accurately answer your question.
There's no way I can accurately answer your question.
Give me any
Okay.
kind of frame of reference. You just said other streamers. Well, yeah, there's literally tens of thousands of other streamers, and I can't answer the question fairly because you didn't give me any information, but you did that on purpose.
You could... Look how anal this guy is. Like, he has the freedom. He is so vague about so many things. And then when people get, like, try to get him to clarify, he gets pissy at them. Oh, you don't understand. You're an idiot. You know, of course I bet this. Pure taking my words out of context. All that dumb shit. But then someone tips him money and asks him a question that he doesn't like, and since it's not specific enough for the princess over here, he gets mad and he tells him that they need to shut the fuck up. And it's a bait question. Like, Jesus, man. Like, you don't have to act this way. This is like how he handled last night. Last night when he was playing Pokemon, someone tipped him $30, and the guy tells him that it was a mistake. It meant $3. DSP tells him that that's not how it works. You gave me $30, and he laughed at the guy. And then the guy says, well, I kind of want to get a refund. And the guy's like, oh, you know he's going to charge it back. And he starts shitting on this guy for no reason. And then he was kind of strong-armed into refunding the money. Like, now think about that. That blows my mind, right? This guy literally has been getting all these fake tips, right, from stolen credit cards. And he instantly refunded those cards. But the guy that's in chat saying, I want a refund, can I get a refund for the $30 I didn't mean to tip? He laughs at them and doesn't want to do it. And he only does it because the chat was probably giving him a hard time. I didn't see the chat when this was going down. I just saw the stream. There's a YouTube channel called Raw DSP. I'll link this too. That actually just streams the raw content, dude. But so that one doesn't have the chat though, but it's fine. But anyways, he was like strong him to give the guy money, and he was like, oh, fine, and then he gets the $3 anyway that was supposed to go to him. Now look at that. Now I don't, and it was ironic at that time. I was watching a Snort Burnell clip, and in this Snort Burnell clip, DSP was talking about how all the shit that he went through. He still trusts people. He trusted Cat and this and that, and he can't live his life being paranoid because of all the stuff that happened to him. But when his chat does things, he's very paranoid about the chat. He's this and that. So, you know, so I just thought that was pretty funny. And I was like, wow, that's kind of sad.
So we all know you did, because you're trying to put me into what's called a bait question. All right? So, allow me to explain, okay? I could easily do a Halloween and Christmas event without having any kind of goals around it. But I like having fun, interactive things with...
Fun, interactive things. Yes. The fun, interactive things.
My stream, all right? Having viewers have the ability to vote or nominate something for a...
But you could do that for free, though. Like, it's literally not like Patreon, where patrons had this power. He made it so that the viewers had the power. So it makes... This point makes zero sense. This made sense when he was doing Patreon goals, but it doesn't work anymore.
Special event gives them the feeling of interaction and control. It gives an interactive feeling to the stream that you wouldn't normally have with, say, a YouTube video. Because when you watch on YouTube, it's already on YouTube. You have no interactivity. With a stream like...
What? No interactivity because it's on YouTube. This dude has complained how YouTube copied Twitch by having channel memberships and super chats and all these things, right? Right? But now he's saying that YouTube doesn't have those things, except for when they do. Okay.
Like this, people having the ability to nominate on games that might be played in the event, to vote on something like the Halloween costume I'm going to be wearing during an event. That gives them the feeling of power, a feeling of interactivity, and it makes it feel like, man, that streamer actually cares about me and my input to their stream.
Again, he said that he could do this for free, but then says that he likes having fun interactive things, which all these things are done for free. The only thing is that the event has to be hit by a sub goal. We haven't gotten to the point where why you have to pay for it yet. Why do we have to pay for it, Dark?
I'm not just some viewer who's just a number to them or a statistic or
You are a number,
them.
dude. You are a number to him. Look at the fucking the sub goal, the sub goals he does. That's a number to him. And it's only one person gifting the subs all the time. Every sub goal was hit by Only Iced Coffee and others that were wailing out at the time.
I'm actually someone who my contributions matter and can actually help formulate what happens on a given event or a stream.
Again, this only works for Patreon though.
Truthfully, right?
Because this is free.
Okay. So
I don't have to sub to do that.
Like, hey guys, let's be motivated. Let's get everyone subbing. If everyone subs to the channel, you get
Wait, what?
Right? Okay. So when you have a special event, like, hey guys, let's be motivated. Let's get everyone subbing. If everyone subs to the channel, you get tons of benefits. Like you get a ton of emotes or whatever. And if we hit a certain goal, now I'm going to make it so that all you guys can nominate and vote on this for a special event. That is a motivational technique.
Oh, so he's saying that he's shilling things that he could do for free. Wow, man. Okay. Well, others can do it for free, but okay. Kinda. I mean, there are streamers that are even smaller than him that do sub goals where they do a marathon and stuff like that. Like, that does happen. It's just what's goofy about this is that usually people do timed marathons. Like, oh, if we do this, I'll do a 24-hour marathon, or I'll do a 7-hour marathon, or whatever. Usually. But when it comes to a holiday event kind of thing, they usually just do it. Now, the other thing that DSP could have done if he used his brain, what he could have done was do a Halloween marathon for free. Not a marathon. Oops, a Halloween event for free. He could just do a small event, like he could just have a normal stream, normal length, but he puts on a costume that he chooses. But if he does a sub goal, then that stream will be a marathon, and then you get to do all those things. And then if you hit tier 2, then you get to decide the costume or whatever. But that way, if he doesn't hit the sub goal, there's still a Halloween event. It won't be like a marathon. It'll just be a normal stream, but it will be like, he'll be in costume for it, and and all that kind of shit. Can't do that. You have Mega64, the little guys over there at Mega64.com, dude. They did a Halloween event, a whole thing that they did. They went to hell, dude. And this was something that no one had to pay for. I mean, there was stuff that kind of enticed people to buy stuff. I mean, I'm not gonna, obviously they were shilling shit. And obviously they are a bigger entity than DSP, but they still did it for free. Now, of course, that's like the high tier example. But there are smaller streamers that are even smaller than him that do Halloween stuff on Halloween, but they don't put it behind the paywall. He could just put the marathon behind the paywall and just have the Halloween event be something that he does anyway. Same thing with the holiday event. But he doesn't do that because he wants the money, dude.
For interactivity on a stream, and also to raise funds so that the business can continue. It benefits everyone. It benefits me because I get to
get the money,
more income, and afford things, and it helps the streamer, or the streamers. It helps the viewers because they get some kind of input into an event. It basically works hand in hand, right?
Right.
This is not a technique that I originated and I made up. In fact, people suggested this to me. It was, I'd say, about 3 years ago.
Only one person suggested this, Nick, and he hated Nick later on. F in chat for Nick.
When I became a full-time streamer, I had a lot of stuff that was based around my Patreon. All right?
Yeah, and guess what? The Patreon stuff is now Twitch sub stuff. It's the same shit. This is so dumb. He acts as if the Twitch sub stuff is somehow different from the Patreon, but it's the same shit. He did viewers choice on Patreon, though it's patrons choice, but it's same deal. He did a Halloween marathon event for Patreon. He did a Christmas event on Patreon, a redemption run on Patreon. He did all these things on Patreon that he does as sub goals. And he's saying that these are different. Okay.
People said to me at that point, Phil, here's what you need to do. Stop focusing on Patreon, because in reality...
Now, as I said, this is a dumb thing to tell people that if you have a Patreon and you're using it and you're doing stuff with it, it's fine to do that. Whatever. It makes no sense. It made no sense for him to just abandon YouTube or not focus on it. That makes no sense. It should have been YouTube that he wants people to go from YouTube to Twitch. That makes more sense. Because Twitch is where he's at. YouTube, I mean, he can still upload YouTube videos to YouTube, whatever, but, you know, he should want people to move to Twitch. The thing where he makes the most money and he wants to grow. Patreon is not it's been a supplemental website for so many content creators, and the other thing is that he could use Patreon for, I mean, this is another big brain move, he could use it to fund equipment. He could literally have Patreon goals to fund for new capture devices if he needs it, green screen, new chair, whatever. But he doesn't do it. Now, of course, it's, you know, people can say it's a meme to put on like, oh, PS4 Pro as the thing. And maybe don't put that on Patreon, but you could put like stuff that's equipment that benefits the viewer and the people who want to support the content. Like, that's kind of what Patreon is for. And he doesn't even use it. He just leaves it there. And it's a free money system for him. Free money. He gets... How much money does he get from Patreon? Now, what does he get from it? 200... Wow. Wow. Well, you know what? Actually, his Patreon always dips at the beginning of the month because it takes for a while for his pledges to clear. I guess that happens when you get a lot of people. So right now it's 261. That could go up a little bit, but we'll see. So that's cool. Oh, wrong window.
Patreon is something that's based around people who are content creators on YouTube who don't have the element of interaction.
Patreon is meant for content creators in general. You don't need to be on YouTube. You don't need to be on Twitch. If you create anything, if you stream, whatever, that's what Patreon is for. To get income for that work. DSP, the way he's using it now, he should just deactivate it, because if he doesn't want it to be a focus, he should get rid of it. People have, I mentioned this before, but people always toss around that Patreon should erase accounts that are dormant or whatever. And I get it. I do get with that sentiment. I've said this before, that it's a slippery slope as to how would Patreon discern that, because some people do rewards for Patreon that are not tied to the website specifically. Like, they might give a reward through a Dropbox or whatever. So it's never really clear as to what account is just sitting there and what isn't. So I would kind of argue that, I think maybe the idea, I mean, if you say, well, maybe put a survey to the Patreon people, I mean, no one's going to really answer that honestly. So, I get it, because, I mean, people like DSP should not be having a Patreon since he's doing nothing with it. But I fear that if he put that into an automated service, it's going to run amok on a lot of people that do use the service. So it'd be very tricky. It'd be very tricky. It's honestly that he should really it's that he should do it on his own, but he won't because he's a bum.
Activity that you have. It's for someone who's doing a special project or raising funds to do something concrete. That's not what you're doing. What you're doing is you're doing interactive streams every day.
So the Halloween event isn't concrete. And this is dumb logic because people have also used sub goals to fund other stuff as well. Some people use sub goals to fund for, better stream equipment sometimes, whatever, because people know that, hey, this is over this amount and this will definitely get a payout for whatever. So it's just kind of silly to sit there and say that, well, Twitch subs isn't about that when it is.
So instead of focusing on Patreon as a way to raise funds to keep your business going, you should have goals that are based off of things you do on your streams and add added interactivity to your streams. So that's what I've done over the last several years. I've adopted.
Dude, he just did the. This is what's dumb about it. He acts as if like the goals he did for Patreon were like equipment goals. He never did equipment goals. They were all marathon goals. The stuff you see in Twitch subs were the things he did on Patreon.
Various things. Oh, we hit a sub goal this month. We'll be doing a special retrospective event where you guys can nominate.
And I also want to throw this out there too. This wasn't even what Nick said when he told him to do this. He said that because Nick was operating under the dumb idea that DSP, the best way for DSP to grow his Twitch channel is to dump the people from Patreon into Twitch, which makes, as I said, no sense. YouTube should be dumping into Twitch, but whatever. Not that you do is concrete or whatever, but
from the last 12 years that I've been a content creator, your favorite ones, and we'll watch those back together on stream and I'll react to them. Or we're gonna do a Rage-a-thon where you guys nominate games that you feel will make me rage and I'll play those on stream. Or we'll do a Halloween event and you guys can vote on a costume and you can nominate a game. It's pretty common sense. All right? There's nothing shocking about this. Okay? Now, I'm very sure that there's people out there that don't do things like sub goals at all. And it could be because they just do this for a hobby and they don't really care. Or it could be they're very profitable streamers. Maybe they have a giant fan base who constantly contributes and they don't have to worry about doing things like raising a certain amount of subs in a month or keeping their subs at a certain level because that's not important to them.
Or maybe they have other ways to get subs.
To try to do that, right? Maybe there's someone who has an exclusive contract, right, who they stream and get paid to stream. I don't have any of those things, all right? I'm in a situation where
he doesn't have a contract to stream. Every time he talks about his Twitch partnership, he always mentions the contract. So he technically has a contract, but I guess he says that like Ninja has this contract to exclusively stream on Twitch. Okay, DSP, can you stream gameplay on YouTube? Oh wait, you can't because you told us that you have a exclusive contract with Twitch to only stream gameplay on Twitch. Huh. So you don't have that. Oh, okay.
Basis, I try to raise funds to keep the business going.
Oh, because I remember. Because Twitch doesn't give him money for the contract. It's a free contract he had to sign. There's a difference.
Having a life. All right? This is very matter of fact. This is not me trying to be abrasive to your comment, but I just feel like you asking me this on pre-stream, obviously paying the bills, having a life.
What?
I don't have any of those things. All right? I'm in a situation where on a daily basis, I try to raise funds to keep the business going. Affording the games, paying the bills, having a life.
Having a life, but he says that's what the tips go to. That's where the bits go to. Like, he can't have... I just love that. He can have one revenue. Subs being that revenue that can just be disposable into the business. Like, he could just use the sub goal to fund the games he's buying. But he doesn't do that. Okay.
All right, this is very matter of fact.
He's not greedy, guys.
Trying to be abrasive to your comment, but I just feel like you asking me this on pre-stream, obviously this is a bait question where you're trying to get me to say something that's stupid or get a rise out of me, and you're not going to get it.
Well, you kind of already got it.
I'm just going to tell you that when you ask me questions like this without qualifying information, like compared to this streamer who's this big and has this kind of a following and doesn't do
literally look at how much work you have to do for DSP to understand your point. You have to find the exact you have to name drop a streamer. But this guy, he doesn't want any negativity, right? He doesn't want any toxicity. He doesn't want any drama, but he wants He wants someone to go through Twitch, and then now he tells people how much you're a stalker to do all this stuff about him, right? Oh, these people were looking at my coffee maker and this and that. Oh, these stalkers, man. But he wants us to then stalk other streamers, track down how much money they make, and all this stuff, and make sure it's in line with what DSP does, and then come back to him and name drop him now, and thinking that this will not start drama at all with that streamer. You can't just operate on the idea that maybe there is a streamer on your level that that might make the same amount as doing these events for free. No, of course not. That's stupid. Fuck you.
Why do you do that? You didn't do that. You literally asked me a question about every other streamer on the planet. I don't know about every other streamer on the planet. I don't know their specific life situation, their business situation, their streaming situation. Therefore, if you're going to ask me those very general questions, think a little bit more and come back to me with more information. All right? Maybe I could give you a better answer if you actually give me a fair shot instead of trying to a gotcha question, right? I gotcha. Haha, you have sub goals on your stream, others don't. Gotcha. Like, no, you didn't get me.
Gotcha. What kind of voice was that?
A gotcha question, right? I gotcha. Haha, you have sub goals on your stream, others don't. Gotcha. Like, no, you didn't get me.
Every other streamer has sub goals though, but whatever. I mean, that wasn't really what the
Here's another bait.
point
Ready
is,
for some
but
bait?
okay.
Some tasty bait. Let's take the Halloween bait. All right. I'm a little
Slurp,
confused.
slurp,
I recently
slurp.
signed up for your forums. Why would you set up a poll if you're going to ignore what those votes are asking for?
Now let's see. Please post up your nominations for games that I should play during the Halloween marathon. Please note, horror games are welcome, but not every game has to be horror to be considered. The game should be easily accessible. No full price. So, guys, technically, there is no poll.
It makes it a little pointless.
But it's so stupid that basically he's taking the game that gets the most nominations, right? Isn't that pretty much how a poll works? You take the stuff that gets the most votes. That's not really how, whatever.
To run a poll. First of all, there was no poll. So it just shows that it's a bait question. This person did not sign up for my forum.
This is literally semantics at the way that this is structured and the way that the question was worded. These two things are semantics, and he's being so petty about it.
Because if they did, they would have known there was no poll whatsoever for the Halloween event. That's completely false. There was a poll, and the poll was for the category of costume, which I did follow. All right? What you're talking about, there were nominations for possibility of a game being played during the Halloween event. There was no poll. All right? And the nominations, the top nominated games, ended up being terrible. Street Fighter V, you mean the game I just played a month ago for the Rageathon, has nothing to do with Halloween, isn't entertaining.
He literally said the game doesn't have to be Halloween themed. And he says it has nothing to do with Halloween, that's why he disqualified it. Dude, then maybe don't tell people that the games don't have to be Halloween themed.
Player watch?
Or horror
The reason
themed.
people want me to play it is because they know that it bothers me.
Wait,
the game I just played a
Overwatch?
month ago for the Rageathon has nothing to do with Halloween, isn't entertaining to play or watch.
Oh.
The only reason people want me to play it is because they know that it bothers
I
me.
said Overwatch. I was like,
Not
what?
very good. Crisis Remastered. You mean the game that runs like shit on my computer that I quit out of playing after 2 hours?
What? Crisis runs shit on his computer that he quit out of. His PS4 is a computer, guys.
It ran so badly and played so badly that I should play anything else but that game.
No, this is no. I want to highlight. I think I mentioned this when I talked about his Crisis nonsense. He played Deadly Premonition 2. Now, of course, to a point, it's kind of like a style for Sweary to make the game run the way that it did. But he played Deadly Premonition 2. It can't really be like that bad. Come on.
And I'll play that during the Halloween marathon. Alright, how about this? Fuck off. I know when people are trolling, you're trolling, these people who nominated those terrible fucking games were trolling, and they wanted this Halloween event to be shitty. I'm not stupid, so fuck off.
Funny how that worked out, right?
Hardcore Man tipped me $1.30.
These games are trolling and makes the marathon shitty. The marathon ends up being shitty anyways. Shocker. Like honestly, every event that he does always has some shit going on with it. You notice that, right? There's been no marathon event where there's nothing like negative about it. Last year he was this dumb Yoshi thing, and he was just miserable. He was mad at some of the game nominations. He hated Stalker. Like every marathon, and I've said this many times, and I really been wanting to. I was thinking of doing a video, but I had to like find so many specific clips, and it's like way too much. But every event that has his viewers choosing games for him to play and all this stuff, he's always negative. He's miserable. He's passive aggressive, and he finds a way to ruin it for the people who want to see him play it. And I don't know why. I just don't get it. Like I can get it. Like if he's playing the game and he's miserable then and there, whatever. But when he sees the nominations, he's like, oh my god, you people voted for this. I didn't want to play this. I don't know why you voted for this. It happened in like when Scarface was nominated. Like it was like, this game is just shitty. This game is just annoying. Or like, oh no, it was either that, or it was like he was trying to play like a rage-a-thon and people were nominating bad games. Like every event he just shits on them. And it's like he doesn't even try to understand why that is. Because he wants like meme games. He wants meme games. But he doesn't see that maybe people are nominating some of these games for some of these events to that are relevant to him. But he wants the memes. And then when people do what they want, he gets mad. Wow, what a great event. You give such great interaction to your viewers, DSP, and then when you give it to them, you get mad about it. Maybe you don't give people the power if you don't want them to have this said power. Like, it's very telling between a marathon that he chooses the game he's gonna play versus the games that his viewers have to pick. You can immediately tell. You can just tell. Like, you know, people are like laughing about Donkey Kong Country 64, and that did get a rage, sure, but he wanted to play that game. When he was playing Donkey Kong Country 1 through 3, he mentioned he wanted to play Donkey Kong 64. He was going to also do it for free, by the way. And then it won, like, viewer's choice in a sub-goal, and he did it then. And he was looking at the nominations, and he was, I feel like there was a time when Donkey Kong 64 was not in the lead, and he was, like, really mad, and he was, like, making sure and all this stuff. Like, people were considering that poll was also rigged for him to get, Donkey Kong 64. And that's probably what happened. He probably wanted that game to win, and that's why he was, like, so interested in it. It was only after the fact, after he played it, he hated it.
He said, here's the Dino Crisis and Happy Halloween, Phil. Happy Halloween to you, Low Carb Madman. And yes, here's a perfect example. People have been asking me to bring back Dino Crisis for years. I said,
for years, right? Then why didn't he play it? Like, 2 people asked him to make Morrowind a playthrough, and he did it immediately. But people were demanding Dino Crisis, and he never did it. And now I believe after this, he said, oh, I'll do it next year. I'll do it in October next year. So you have to wait another year to get the playthroughs you want.
Sure.
Sure.
Let's give a good chunk of today's marathon stream to be Dino Crisis because people have been asking for it for an exorbitantly long time. Let's bring it back. That's the case of me listening to your feedback and doing the right thing, not playing Danganronpa V3 during a Halloween stream because people are trolling. Okay?
People are but he got the game for free, but people are trolling, man.
Dude, that's just hilarious. Oh, why didn't you follow the poll? There was no poll. You claim you created a forum account and voted. Well, I don't know what poll you voted on. It wasn't mine. Maybe if you actually logged into my forums and voted on the right thing, then maybe you'd be a little bit more satisfied. Holy shit.
Holy shit, man.
Frog Detective did a 100-bit cheer. He said, wouldn't matter if it was a poll. Even for things like Viewer's Choice, which is a poll, Phil reserves the right to ignore whatever games win, like the time Code Vein won, but he ignored it. Except
oh my god. The Code Vein thing pisses me off, man. Get ready.
as I explained.
It's not eligible.
Because it was a Soulsborne game during a time when I wasn't going to play a Soulsborne game. Like, again, I've been doing this for 12 years.
He literally should have just ended it there. Like, I was already playing a Soulsborne game, dude.
On the streams, okay? And I kind of know, via kind of just rule of thumb and what I've been doing, what will work and what won't for a marathon-style event, etc. Alright? And I know when people are troll voting and troll nominating because they idiotically mention this stuff on my streams. No one actually wants to see me play Cold Vein because of the game. People want to see me play Code Vein because it has anime-ish girls with big boobs.
Anime-ish girls with big boobs. I don't know what game he saw for Code Vein. I don't really remember that game having a lot of big boobs. But this is just so silly coming from the guy who's playing fucking Genshin Impact. And he gets so mad. Oh, waifus, man. I got waifus. But when he's playing Genshin Impact, he puts in his title, no waifus. He yells at his chat, no waifus. But he doesn't want to do that to Code Vein. Okay.
You know that over the last few years, I've become a lot more mature of a
This is so stupid. Like, this whole thing is so dumb. But I'm a single idiot, dude.
And shit like
the
that.
waifu game.
Not part of my
Yes.
So
yes, by the way, when Code Vein came out, everyone only talked about the waifus. That's why I saw so little fan art of the female characters, because it was the waifu game. Oh, okay.
And nominate this game over and over and over that has that because we feel that's going to make Phil uncomfortable, and it won't.
Look how much effort he's putting into it. And the only reason why people are thinking that in the first place is look how he talks about it. And he's like, oh, it'll make Phil uncomfortable, which it won't. Then why do you, like, avoid games that have waifus, DSP? Why do you get, like, so uncomfortable when Manuela was on the screen for the first time? Like, it's so dumb. This is the same meme as, like, people saying, well, I don't care about DSP, but I am going to do a 7-hour video on DSP. But I don't care about him.
Is I'll play the game just like I did. I played the beta of it. I had no problem with it. I didn't mention it. I didn't care. But the beta was boring. Everyone said the beta.
Like, I literally don't understand why waifus were a thing for the Code Vein. I don't get it, because the thing is that when he played the alpha back in the day in 2019, 2018, whatever, when he played the alpha or beta of that game, he didn't get a lot of money out of it, and then said that no one seemed to care. I think I'm gonna skip it. He skips it, and then for a while he kept telling people that he skipped it because the chat, that it wasn't a profitable stream, whatever. At that point, he was actually being pretty honest about it, and it made sense. It was like, okay, fine. But somewhere along the line, it, like, I don't know what it was. He just suddenly decided the waifus were in the game, and there was this big propaganda, this big agenda trolls were pushing to make him see waifus. That whole narrative just came out of nowhere. I feel like someone must have trolled Phil pretty hard and found a way to trick him into believing the narrative. I feel like someone either made a forum account or something and said, hey, Phil, do you know that the trolls want you to fap to waifus or whatever? I don't know what it is. It's so bizarre. Like, it just blew my mind. And I'm just saying for Code Vein in particular, because he had an actual reason to stop playing it. And then he just suddenly brings up waifus out of nowhere. Like, it just baffles my mind.
Like Dark Souls, but with anime characters. It's not as good as Dark Souls. It's kind of a more generic game, and it's very repetitive and not very fun. So
I did not hear most of that.
Are you stupid? And
whatever.
Yes.
I heard it was like pretty good.
You want to see me be uncomfortable because of anime boobs, which I'm not going to be because I'm mature. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna.
People could literally easily poke a hole in that. It's like, well then, DSP, if you're mature and you don't give a fuck about it, then why do you list as I don't play waifu games as a reason to avoid a game? If it's not a big deal, then all that means nothing. Like, you okay.
Play a game solely on the fact that people are nominating it and voting on it because it has anime boobs. I'm not a moron. you are if you think that continuously nominating and voting for a game for stupid reasons will get it played. Because I'm not dumb. You are. You're just wasting your fucking time.
What if they genuinely want you to play it though? Like, no, let's see how, and look how unfair this is to people who actually do want him to play Code Vein. Imagine you're just a innocent viewer that just innocently wants him to play Code Vein because you think he'd like it. You think he would like the game, and you want to see him play it, all this stuff, right? And you go in there and you nominate it thinking, oh man, he's gonna play the game, I really want to see him play it. And then you're told you're trolling him because you want to see him see waifus, and you're just like, no, Phil. But then he'll tell you, you're just a minority, dude. So Code Vein is just bizarrely in the state of it will never be played. It will just get DSP to yell at you for no reason. It's so dumb how he talks about it.
Thanks for the cheer, Frog Detective. No. Hold on a second. As you can see, I'm not in costume. I purposely wore just a nice white shirt so that when I get into costume, it doesn't affect anything. But what I want to do, I want to get this camera set up because I forgot to do this last night because I had so many...
Okay. Let's skip around.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a special Halloween...
I love that he did this DSP Tries It not in costume. For like no reason. He could have done this as Colonel Sanders, but nope, it has to be a professional DSP Tries It.
Day episode of DSP Tries It. It is Halloween 2020. And for this event, first of all, I was expecting to do it a lot earlier. I was in line for over 30 minutes to get the food for today's DSP Tries It. Yeah, there were 17 cars in the ball. I was expecting to do it a lot earlier. I was in line for over 30 minutes to get the food for today's DSP Tries It.
Now, last time he did DSP Tries It for Halloween, he fucking got Cat to record it for him. I don't know why he didn't do it this time around. It makes this is just silly. It's obvious because he just loves games so much. He wanted to do it this way. Like, this dude has gotten lazier and lazier and lazier with his streams to the point where it's like, it's like he's punishing us. Like, you want a DSP Tries It, well, it's gonna be live and it'll be shitty. Like, and this is the other thing that baffles me. In the festivals, he ordered those out. He got them delivered. But for the Halloween marathon, he couldn't get it delivered? Okay.
Yeah, there were 17 cars in line at 3:30 p.m. Figure that one out. I have no idea. But 2 chicken sandwiches.
Now, I like how he says it, like, oh, figure that one out. Figure out why people would be eating lunch at 3 p.m. This dude also ordered food at 3 p.m. to eat as well. He eats dinner at like 4. He tells us every day that he eats dinner at when he clocks out. And he clocks out at 4. So he eats dinner at like 5. He doesn't think that maybe these people are in line to get dinner for their family. Maybe they're driving home from work. And like I had a like, he doesn't understand, like, other people's work schedules. They might have lunch that period of time. They might be end of the workday. They might be getting hungry. Whatever. And there's also teenagers. And there's also college students. There's all these other reasons for these things to be happening. And he's like, figured that one out.
On the menu right now at Wendy's.
Okay.
That are new offerings. That I'm curious to see which is better.
By the way, I don't know why YouTube's slowing down. This is not Mr. Hot Stuff's video. This is something on my end. Something slowing my OBS down.
A taste test head-to-head to let you know which one I think is better. Now, wait till you hear this.
I'll quit this.
Pub chicken sandwich is $7.29. Yeah, that's the cost of like a whole combo meal anywhere else. $7.29. The bacon jalapeno sandwich I think is $6.89. So price-wise, these sandwiches are almost equivalent, and they are very effing expensive. Like, I'm shocked. Man. I was shocked at the price, because typically it's maybe like $5, $6 tops for a sandwich at a fast food place. $7.29 for a effing sandwich. Holy shit. It is. It's greasy. I got napkins
You
right
live in
here.
Washington as
Smells
well.
good.
I mean,
So this is the pub chicken sandwich from Wendy's. Okay? Home style chicken breast, which means it's breaded, but it's not spicy. I believe this is the pub chicken sandwich from Wendy's. Okay? Home style chicken breast, which means it's just
Chicken
breaded,
breast?
but it's not spicy. I believe this has pickles on it.
now I am also gonna have a theory on this whole DSP tries it. I think the reason why I didn't get this delivered, Kat wanted lunch or something to eat, and DSP was gonna do DSP tries it, so he was like, "Honey, we could go out together and get some lunch, man." And then they go out and all this other stuff. I also wonder, because these guys also eat out. They also eat out on their days off, which, by the way, we're still in a pandemic. I still would not be eating out. I don't. I wouldn't do that. You can take it home, do that. But I would not eat at the restaurant, which they do. That's just me. I wouldn't do that. I think that's kind of like you're whatever. You know what I mean. But I have a feeling that maybe it wasn't 17 cars. They sat there and they ate together and then they drove back. What if, man? Because why not take... Well, I guess you can't take a picture, dude. It's illegal.
Let's open it and take a look and see what's actually in it. We got pickles. We've got...
I hate that when he does this. Who fucking cares what's inside?
Bacon. Their standard Applewood smoked bacon. We've got what I believe...
Trying to be so snarky with food, dude.
On it.
Whoa, look at this food, man.
Beer batter chicken sauce. Okay? And all that is on a pretzel bun, which I like the Wendy's pretzel buns. They're pretty unique compared to other fast food buns. Okay.
I hate everyone who goes to DSP and fucking tips and cheers about food. Seriously, you guys fucking suck. If you're watching this video, if you somehow end up watching my video, you asking DSP for food is the worst thing you have done to his streams. Fuck you. That was a little mean. But this dude and food is so, like, who fucking cares? This food, oh yeah, oh I had this one food, oh my god. You know, I had this one sandwich, and it was like gangy, and it was tangy, and it was like so slippery, sloppery sloop, dude, and it was like going all over the place, and yeah, you know, I would eat that all day when I was in like college, and then he did this one pizza, and that pizza was really good, and then and it's just like, dude, you could just hear the fat boy inside him, like, dude, it's not like there's stuff that I do like when people gush about things that they personally like. It's kind of charming and kind of interesting. Like when you hear someone talk about stuff that they really care about, it can be kind of interesting and kind of fun. I just don't get that with food, because it's food. It's fucking food. Come on.
So, like I said, this is $7.29 for this damn thing. Alright.
Oh yeah, man, that looks painful. Every time he eats anything, he looks like he's either getting mad or he's in pain. Does this guy go to a dentist? Maybe he needs to go to a dentist. Maybe he needs a root canal. That might be it. Maybe he has dental problems. Oh my god. Look how snobby he is about this too. Look at his. Oh my god, this pretending to be like a scientist. Dude, he eats like a fucking animal. I know it's like a meme, it's a joke because he's like a pig, dude. But it's literally like oh my god.
That is interesting. The Chicken is very good. I loved Wendy's chicken. It's juicy. The breading is always really good.
But I will say, it is worse when he was in the kitchen doing these DSP tries it back in the day, where his little would fucking echo. Dude. Dude, those days, it literally sounded like a dog eating out of a bowl. Like you don't even see DSP's face in some of these DSP tries he used to do, and it just sounded like a dog just walked in and started eating out of his bowl, like, and I was like, dude, what the fuck is going on? And it would be like pristine quality. I mean, luckily, this is still pretty bad, but it's not as bad as it was back then. It was like horrendous.
Take a second bite here.
Hold on, guys. Oh god, another painful bite.
It's very crunchy. We'll take a third bite. Now, this bite's going to have a lot of bacon in it. I didn't get any bacon yet in the bites that I've done. This bite should probably have a lot of bacon in it. Okay? A ton of bacon. Oh, my God. That bite reminded me, they used to do a, I don't know if they still do it. There's like chicken, bacon, and something else they do over at Arby's. Because that was almost all bacon and chicken and nothing else. I didn't really get any other flavors there.
Oh,
so
it's so cold.
All right, I'm going to take one more bite. I don't think I've gotten all of the flavors in one bite. Like, the first bite was salty, but it had a balance with the pickle. Then I got a really crunchy bite where I got a lot of onions and pickles. And the third bite was all bacon. Like, I'm not seemingly getting all the flavors in one bite. And quite frankly, I'm not really tasting the beer sauce at all in it. All right, one more bite, okay?
Jeez. These sound effects.
Okay.
Okay. Dude, you could literally put these sound effects in like a hentai or a porno, and you wouldn't notice it was DSP.
Overpowering salt over everything else. Not bad. The bacon jalapeno sandwich. Guess what? We are not doing a head-to-head DSP tries it because they gave me 2 pub chicken sandwiches. I waited a half an hour in line for this, and they gave me 2 of the same sandwich. And I paid more money. I paid more money for this one. Well, the other one. Well, actually, I guess I paid out because this one's more expensive, and I didn't pay as much.
Wait.
Yeah.
Huh?
I actually did money. I waited a half an hour in line.
I paid a lot of money. No, I didn't.
With the same sandwich, and I paid more money. I paid more money for this one. Well, the other one. Well, actually, I guess I made out because this one's more expensive.
Dude. They gave him... Wait. They gave him the same sandwich. He paid more for the other one, but then he didn't. What? Whatever.
I didn't pay as much. Yeah. I actually did. I actually made out. Now, hold on a second. Yeah, look. So
I wonder, what if, see, this might further my Theo theory on this. What if Kat got the sandwich he was supposed to do a head-to-head? It sounds like a Kat move. We know Kat. Kat ruins everything. She doesn't show up on stream anymore. She ruined that for us. No waifus. She ruined waifus for us. Kat ruined the Outer Worlds for us because he had to do game sharing. Kat did all these dumb things that ruined everything. Fucking Kat. So it's totally in her character that she would take the other sandwich that was supposed to be for DSP tries it to eat on herself, furthering my Theo theory that they went out to eat. That's why it took so long. There was no drive-thru the whole time. He was sitting inside the diner. That sandwich is a fishy sandwich, dude. I don't believe it. I think Kat did another Kat move dude.
This one, they just screwed up the order is what they did. It's completely screwed up. Because no jalapenos on here at all. They put the fried onions like it's the pub chicken sandwich. But the weird thing about it is, they gave me the spicy chicken breast.
You know what it could also be, DSP? This might be a little big brain for you, but they might have run out of the sandwich, and since it was too late for them to tell you that they're just out, they decided to kind of modify a sandwich to be similar to it. Because if we were to believe the drive-through story, guys, if we were to believe that, maybe all those people flooded the orders and they didn't like get an accurate count until like by the time he picked up his food or whatever, and they're like, oh, we don't have this sandwich that he wants. Well, we'll just give him the pub chicken and modify it.
Yeah. They put the spicy chicken.
Oh God,
like
what
the pub chicken
what the
sandwich.
fuck was that?
The weird thing about it is, they gave me the spicy chicken breast. Yeah. They put the
Oh my
chicken
God,
breast on, which I
dude.
didn't ask.
He fucking puts the thumb in his mouth and just sucks it into the mic. Man, did he get the fucking juices out?
I ordered the bacon jalapeno chicken sandwich and the combo 4 because it was combo 12.
What? He bought a combo. And he's complaining that he paid a lot for it. Maybe you don't buy a combo, dude.
Then I ordered a
Nice
separate
burp.
pub chicken sandwich, so whoever made it just doesn't know what the fuck they're doing.
Wait. Wait. I'm so confused.
Actually, I guess I made out. Put up the order is what they did. Give me the spicy chicken breast. Yeah.
Well,
they put the spicy chicken breast on it, which I didn't ask for. I ordered the bacon jalapeno chicken sandwich and the combo 4 because it was combo 12. Then I ordered a separate pub chicken sandwich, so whoever made it just doesn't...
This dude got 3 sandwiches. He got a combo pub chicken, then got the other pub chicken. I'm starting to not believe that they fucked up his order. I'm starting to believe that he, out of his own ineptitude, he probably ate the actual sandwich he was supposed to eat for DSP Tries It, and then did this to cover it up. I don't know. Everything about this is so confusing already. I don't know how you make a fucking chicken story confusing, but DSP has done it. I don't know how.
Because this is supposed to have jalapenos and a special jalapeno sauce, and it's not supposed to have the pub bun. It's supposed to be like a different kind of bun, a regular bun. So I can't even do it. I can't even do the head-to-head taste test. What I can do, let me confirm this is the spicy chicken because it looks like it.
Didn't you just say it was, though?
Yeah. It is. I'm getting the kick, the spicy kick in my mouth.
Spicy kick.
Here we go. And by the way, no teenagers were working there. It was all adults working at Wendy's as well. Someone just said, oh, the teenagers fucked it up. There's no teenagers. They were all adults. And they don't know what they're doing. So anyway. All right.
Nothing they could do. They're only human, DSP. Maybe they had a bad day. Maybe it was their depression.
The regular.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Dude, you could definitely just put this. Oh my God, I kind of. Oh my God, I want to try some shit with these sound effects. It just, you could put, dude, like, someone should put a video of an animal eating food, mute the audio, and just have DSP. This going on and see if people can figure out the difference. We'll give it away though.
Interesting how things work out. All right, I'm gonna be honest. This is better than that. No, I'm gonna take another bite. This is good, man.
The fat man's coming out, dude.
Man, that's good. Oh man. It's spicy, but it's not too spicy. Every bite with a pickle is a perfect bite. The home style is good, but if you don't have a bite with a pickle in it, it's kind of bland. It's really good if you get the pickles.
Dude, he said that he loved this sandwich, then says that this whole sandwich would suck if it wasn't for the pickles. Wow.
The onions together, get those things like the pickles or the onions, it's not so good. Wendy's chicken sandwiches are good. The size of the chicken you get at Wendy's is big. It's on par with what you would get at like Chick-fil-A or even Popeyes. All right. Thank you guys for watching this special Halloween
I don't think
episode of DSP
he didn't. You know, the other thing is that he stopped rating DSP Tries It stuff. He's so lazy with it now. At this point, like, why bother? Like, DSP Tries It has gone so downhill. Like, just put it out of its
I
misery.
hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.
Even though he still eats fast food.
Right. Pop gun, of course. I
He,
just walk down the street casually with this gun like this to see what happens, you know? Hi, everyone. How you doing? Happy Halloween. Yeah. I'm sure it's a great idea.
Literally,
Different places like Party City,
played.
Halloween store.
He did this just for Black Mage Seed type. Black Mage Seed type. Fuck now. DSP has shat on people for begging and all this stuff, saying do this. Said the more you tell you to do it, the least I want to do it. Black Mage Seed type has been going on this dumbass fucking campaign for him to be Barry Burton, and he's Barry Burton. Wow. But then again, Black Mage Seed type did pay for Barry Burton. He paid for him. He paid for the guy to do the little dance. I don't know why that took me all to say.
Only gun that even looks like a real handgun that you could get at any store. Everything else was like a little toy neon piece of shit.
Whoa.
We're gonna hold up like a 7-Eleven with this gun. Damn, this gun looks big on camera. Holy shit! Look how big that is. Damn.
Wait, you're telling me that stores don't want fake guns to look like real guns? This shocks me. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Honestly, that shocks me.
Okay.
I don't know why they do that.
So you guys want
Blows my mind.
Fortress 2. All right. Let us stop recording, and I'm gonna leave the stream rolling. I'm not going anywhere. But what I should do is actually.
Okay, we're not watching the setup. We're not doing that.
Jay Bowler wants Dino Crisis. Already, dude, we haven't even played for like a half an hour. We've only played for 25 minutes, and you guys are already yelling for.
Now look at this. Look at this. Every other game that he wants to play or whatever, and people complain, "Oh, this is boring. Do something else." He yells at them, says, "Come back later. I'm doing a different game, bitch." I mean, I'm pretty sure there was also a marathon event that someone didn't like one of the games that DSP was enjoying. DSP said, "Well, come back later. I'll be playing a different game." But people complain about this. "Oh, well, guys, you guys seem to hate it. I guess we'll do something else, but we haven't played it anyway." And he's so mad.
For Dino Crisis. Do you understand why I don't like including PC games? I mean, I'm just saying. You understand why, right? You see what a waste of fucking time this is? All the work I put into getting this game to work.
Nice sound
I did it
effects.
for what?
Jesus.
25 minutes, you guys already want another game. Do you understand why I don't want to do PC games anymore? It's a complete fucking waste of my time. You get that, right?
Now look how like condescending he is to his chat. That like he is pretty much telling them like they're a child, that they don't know, like he's talking to his chat like a child that doesn't know what they want. You know, that they're like, "Oh, I want this." "Okay, little Timmy, here you go. This isn't what I want." "Well, Timmy, you begged me to do this, and now you're begging me that you don't like it? What the fuck?" You know, like he's pretty, like he has this dumbass vision of his chat that he talks to them like they're little babies. Like, unironically, it's not like Ethan Becker where it's funny being called a baby and shit. No, it's like he unironically talks to them like a baby. And he's like, "Oh, I see why you guys don't like anything, eh." Like, dude, you probably didn't make the playthrough any better. You're just like, because like every time he does a stream like this, he's like in this weird commentary of like, "Hey, how he's gonna do this? Oh man, look at this, whoa man." Like, and it's just so phoned in. Like, he doesn't sound immersed or interested. He just sounds like he's just kind of just there. You know, it's like when you see him play like Street Fighter, he's at least a little bit in the know on that one. But this, he's like, "Yeah, man, well, man, I got 200 health, man. I gotta do this, man. Go, go, go."
I do all the equipment over here and everything. What was the fucking point? Alright. Well, 90% of the stream chat...
Now, remember also back in the day when he used to do these marathons, he used to do like, okay guys, since the PC is going to be a lot of work, we're going to start with the PC. And then we'll go back to the console. But instead he does this. And it really shows just how he got worse. He got worse than the shit he used to do. Because every marathon he had to go between a console and a PC, and he complained about it, but he organized it. This, it was like, I'm not gonna organize. We'll do it random. We'll be random. And he made sure he had time to do Little Hope. He didn't want to do Animal Crossing. Now I'm gonna tell you this right now. This is another thing that Cat ruined. Okay, thanks, Cat. I 100% believe Cat had the Switch. I don't think I saw it in the background. If someone tells me, Theo, it's there in the background, I'm gonna just say it's fake news. It's not true. It's Cat has it. I know Cat has it. I just don't think that DSP had the Switch, because it's the same shit with the festivals. The reason why he just conveniently had no time to visit Viewer Islands, it's because Kat had the Switch. Because she's addicted to playing Animal Crossing as pretty much her Switch. Because every time that he has to play a Switch game, he has to go get it from her, and and it's like a big deal in the Burnell household when he needs the Switch. Apparently it's a big thing. It's a big thing. Because Kat's a mature adult, and she can share. She can definitely share. She knows how to share, but but DSP has to be careful when he schedules in a Switch game. Because I do remember during the Deadly Premonition 2 stream, in passing, he said like that Kat was getting annoyed that he had to play it or something or some shit. I don't know. I feel like that she was getting annoyed by that playthrough.
Because they hate this. Seriously, I'm not kidding. After people nominating games for a month, all right, and this being one of the top nominated games,
but he told us that he could ignore any of the games, and the top nominated games he skipped. So not their fault. Sorry, DSP. You can't have it both ways here, dude. It's funny, the chat can have it both ways, but he can. He can complain about people complaining that he didn't pick the top nominated stuff, but then he can complain about the games. It's so bullshit.
People are complaining about it. So I'll do one more game, I guess, and then we'll call it a night for this. It sucks because it took so much effort to get this working on my PC, and then moving over here to the PC setup takes time and effort, and I'm going to have to move all the shit back, but people don't want to see this, so whatever. All right, whatever. We'll do one more game, and then we'll just fucking move back.
I like how mad he is at his own chat about this. I don't want to do PC. Like every event, he has some segment where he is just mad that his chat does things. Like, he's just mad. Like, it's not even like he's mad because they're just arguing with each other and whatever. Like, maybe like I can low-key understand if someone is a little like annoyed or upset that maybe their chat isn't getting along. Like, it happens. I mean, whatever. But I can at least understand that, because you don't want it's never great when you stream or have a Discord and you see people arguing, because you don't want to see people just, because I don't know, that's just me. I don't like I don't do well with arguments, even though I do my own thing as well. I mean, I'm pretty fucked up. Okay, my favorite line in End of Eva. Anyways, he's just so mad, and it's like I don't get how people can be, how you can just be this petty at your own chat. It's just wild.
It's not worth the time and effort. It's not worth the time and effort to get this working, to play it for fucking 30 minutes. It's just not,
Like, he doesn't take this in stride. He's not like, I did all this for you guys, and it is what it is. Fickle. People are fickle. Guys have ADD, dude. I thought the YouTubers were fickle. This is bullshit. No, this is another funny thing. He has complained and shat on the YouTube audience, which is pretty shitty for him to do, since he has people who watch him on YouTube. So it's fun. But he shit on the YouTube audience for being fickle, and he's like, oh, you guys are not fickle. You guys sit through anything. You guys love it. And then he does this, and he tells them that they're fickle. I thought those were the YouTube viewers.
All right, last game. After that, I gotta move all the shit over. I finished my water. I gotta get more water.
And the other thing is that he literally mentioned in the stream that there'd be multiple breaks. It's so obvious. He just doesn't want to do any work in these breaks. He doesn't want the breaks to include any work.
Some people with a pop gun. All right.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, come on. Hello.
Okay, I feel like people voted for everything to see me get trolled. Seriously, I feel like every game that was nominated for this event were people trying to troll. I feel that way.
Now, I also want to criticize, and we'll get into this later as well, but this dude barely visits the forums. He barely does anything with his forums. So it's riddled with trolls and all that. You haven't seen DSP post in there. Now, of course, he's going to give us the fantastic meme. He has a life. He can't spend time in his fucking forums. Then disband the forums. I don't know, dude. Like, I at least make an effort to at least poke my head in my own fucking Discord. I go there every day. I go through the channels that people are talking. I try to talk in there too. Sometimes I feel like I kind of don't participate enough, which I feel guilty about. But I do read what was posted in there. I do read, I do read. I at least tried to make an effort. DSP makes no effort to even go to his forums to talk to anyone. The last post he made was like something about his fucking marathon. Because again, he doesn't care. He doesn't care about what his fans post. So, of course, his forums kind of got hijacked. Now, this is another funny thing. Another funny thing in DSP's world. He shat on the fan Discord servers saying, oh, look how dumb that it was, right? All the trolls took over the Discord. What a mistake, man. His own fucking forums is infested with trolls. His whole forum is a troll forum now. The DSP got cucked in his own fucking forum. Like, I'm gonna bring up Sonic for that. I'm bringing up Christian or Christine, as she is now known. But back in the day, someone made. I think it was either she made it or someone else made it at the time. That Sonic Chew, wiki, whatever the fuck, that was made, and then I'm trying to remember that documentary I was watching, because I think it went from that. She owned it for a bit, and then she got tricked and hacked to give the ownership to someone else, and then that kind of went off to be Kiwi Farms at the end. Like that, at least the ownership got taken away, and it kind of spiraled out of control and became its own thing, whatever, right? DSP's forums have pretty much became a troll forum. But DSP pays for it. So DSP is getting cucked by his own forum that's not his anymore. He's paying for a forum that is fundamentally not his anymore. Man, that is... Oh my god. And that is the perfect face, too. That face when your own forum gets hijacked. Feels bad, man. And you have to pay for it. And you're still paying for the forum that's not yours anymore. Oh my... That is so sad.
Why else would Crisis Remastered and Street Fighter V have been at top of the polls, right? Doesn't seem to make much sense. Alright.
Alright.
Alright, well, I guess that's it. Seriously, everyone in chat's just complaining. So, I can only put up with so much. If everyone's just gonna sit there fucking complaining, saying they don't want to watch it, then I'm not gonna play it anymore. I'm sorry. Everyone wanted it, so I fucking went on my way to get it, and now people don't want it. Whatever. I don't care. I really don't care. We'll go fucking play Dino Crisis. Whatever. All right.
Whatever. Fuck it.
And I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna get water with some Mio in it because I'm feeling tired now, man.
Nice wedgie, by the way. Oh, look, he's able to put on this on the rack that fell down, and he couldn't put it up there anymore? Huh. Weird.
You know, for number one, the trolling, and number two, the complaints, I probably would have got into that a lot more. You know, I used to love Team Fortress 2. I really did. I thought it was an outstanding game back in the day. One of the most fun team-based shooters ever. All right, but what happened is they made it free to play.
Oh my god, they made it free, dude.
With no hindrance at all. And then they made it so that people
terrible
can constantly. So
terrible.
You know, it is what it is. All right.
Again, nice cam, right? Oh my god, it goes right into his. What the fuck is this camera work?
It's just a shame to me because the game is essentially. All right.
Well, I want to see. Yeah, I don't think the Switch is there. The Switch ain't there, dude. Cat has it.
It's just a shame to me because the game is essentially. The game is essentially ruined because it used to be good. Like, I used to love Team Fortress 2, and now the game can't be played seriously because of that. You know, they made it free to play, and it ruined the game completely. So, it sucks. I love that game. Like I said, I grew up.
This is a very, very unique angle of the guy.
I loved it. And
like
that game, you know, how are you gonna play that seriously now? That game's shit.
This is probably the most that's probably like a photogenic side of DSP we'll ever see in our lifetime. Because I feel like every other
now at least we know.
Whatever.
Now at least we know.
To never do it again.
Peace out. Peace out to Team Fortress 2. What a shame. What a way for it to go, huh?
Yeah. Why don't you try just having the camera focus on your face? Whatever.
I definitely didn't know that either.
Now look how hard that was. Oh my god, this was a very challenging setup, dude. Oh my god, look how horrendous this was. All this work he had to walk from here to here. Oh my god. Oh, the horror, man. I can't imagine. The mic is pretty horrendous though. You could have muted the mic for this, but nope. You get the little motion, little you get this. You like that? I bet you did.
Alright. I need to...
Someone's gonna be mad. Someone's gonna be mad.
Let's see here.
Everyone's mad. I'm mad. You're mad. We're all mad. Okay, is this still complaining? Oh, okay, this is preparing for Dino Crisis.
Doing health-wise.
So anything interesting about Dino Crisis to watch?
Now that's just simply not fair. What? It's locked. Oh, I'm fucked. With the wrong fucking fence. It was locked.
This is great. It's like you don't see him. Well, don't worry. He's just doing this.
So I use the resuscitating medicine. That's great.
You know, I guess I'll show you because this is another fun thing to see. All right.
I don't know what this is.
Look. Remember, guys, he can now look at the screen while he's doing this. It's really like he wants you all to see it the full guy. You can't see him like this. This is too scary. This is a scary angle for DSP to be in. If he's like this, the stream everyone would be creeped out. So he has to make sure he's on full display so you all can see how cool he is.
I can't move. Oh my god. Dude, honestly, this game, without knowing what to do.
Yeah, okay. Let's go to Snort Brunel. Oh, this is a good coincidence. This is exactly what I wanted.
Great. That's
Sounds good to
sounds
me.
good to me.
What the heck? My door just opened itself. Is this?
Well, okay, we're gonna read the thread, the key thread in all of this, the source of it. Man, these forums are pretty fun. What is DSP's long-term goal? Is being a variety streamer just a marketing gimmick? That I do want to read that one at some point. Maybe this stream. I don't know. We're going pretty late in this video. Not gonna promise it, but maybe in the future. So Black Spawn 89 comments in the forums. I'm gonna try my best to do a performance that is on par with my Persona acting skills for you guys. I have to be very honest and also very constructive here. Dark Anthology Pictures' Little Hope wasn't picked by people in comparison to the other games, yet was easily the most played games. Why not split the time and play Five Nights at Freddy's? Why not do a pre-recorded DSP Tries It and run that while you go on a bathroom break or something, rather than go live on a paid marathon to the drive-thru? Knock out two birds with one stone and put more time to the stream with games that were picked by the fans. I can tell you immediately DSP probably wants the breaks to have the remixes playing because he probably thinks the chat loves the breaks for that. But okay. I mean, I agree with what he said. No one fucking cared that much about Little Hope. Little Hope looked really boring, to be completely honest. And I don't know why he spent so much time on it. He could have at least spent an hour on it like every other game, but since it was a game he wanted to play that he liked, yeah, you know where it's going. The pre-stream ran longer than much of the games picked. It really sucked. Why even bring up the PC story when most people know about it and not just get to the contributions? Dino Crisis was among the top choices of what was picked, yet that was not played enough and was a brand new campaign, which means absolutely no progress was made in the overall game. The expectation was with Dino Crisis that you'd pick up where you left off. Okay, the meme of him picking up where he left off, I don't know why people think that he would do this. There's been so many games that he went back to that he dropped and he started over. I don't know why people thought he would ever do this for this kind of setting. It makes no sense. This expectation made no sense. He had a perfectly good file to start the B run of Nier Automata, but chose to do the entire A, B, and C run. Maybe left off. Maybe watch your videos from a while ago on free time to catch up with the plot and work off the rust of controls, especially since they are all the RE1 through 3 PlayStation related and all. He can't do that. He has a life because apparently Kat only wants to watch other YouTubers. She apparently never wants to watch anything DSP puts out. Like, I to a point, I guess I can understand that, I wouldn't want to watch my own content on my own time. I put it out and that's what I put out. And it would be awkward if I had a girlfriend, guys. Oh my god. If I had a girlfriend and we're like, yo, let's watch my videos. I just think that's kind of weird. I feel really awkwarded out by that. That would just... Like, even if I hang out with with my friend, and he comes over and we're like, "Yo, let's watch my video, dude." It's like, what? I don't know. That would be weird to me. I don't know. Um, I mean, his free time is dedicated to Cat, so I mean, he has no free time. Technically, he actually doesn't have free time if you think about it. He has to be with Cat. Cat, once Cat's home, it's whatever she wants or the highway, bitch. That's a very healthy relationship. If you're with a significant other and you have to rush to finish what you want to do for her, signs of a healthy relationship, dude. The costumes are whatever. I think they were alright. Credit for sticking to the Colonel Sanders character, though. I would not. Okay, you know what? A lot of people kind of dogged on the Colonel Sanders stuff. I can understand dogging on what's it called? The whole thing, the whole like boy kind of thing. I get it, but visually, I think the Colonel Sanders is probably the best costume he has done because it's so low effort, but it's like at least he kind of looks like the thing he's dressing up as, while the Yoshi one looked really dumb. Altair was alright. I'll give him Ezio. That one was alright, but it kind of became basic as that marathon went on. Deadpool was just bad. Deadpool, I think that is like the pinnacle of laziness. Just a t-shirt and a hat. Like it's not even a costume. It was just a hat. Like a snow hat. So yeah, I would not I mean, so there's that. The Barry Bird, I don't know why people were complimenting that one. I think that one was just ass. I feel like with Barry Bird, he would need to put more effort, but all it was white shirt plus vest. Like, that's like me saying, guys, I'm like Mr. Rogers. I'm wearing a long sleeve sweater, guys. I'm Mr. Rogers. And it's like, no, you're not. You're nowhere as cool as he is. I'm like, yeah. What can you do? Oh, this is a video. Whoops, I pressed K, dude. Whoops. The costumes are okay. I read that, but I was more let down by how the games were handled, and I see so many fixable mistakes here that really drag the whole marathon down. It seemed like a way to be a new playthrough. In the hardcore gaming season, all the while giving fans / customers their marathon. Yeah. That, and he loved Little Hope, so it was kind of, because again, he hates what his fans want him to play. He hates it. So when he had the opportunity to play fucking a game he wants to play, you bet your ass that's gonna take the marathon, dude. It's a game he loves and a game he wants to play, because that's what makes the viewer's choice marathon amazing, because he gets to play games that he wants to play. I mean, you want him to play, but he got to play a game he wants to play. And I am surprised that people let him get away with this before the marathon, because he was telling us pretty straightforward that he wants to throw in Little Hope and Animal Crossing and this and that, and no one really complained, and no one said, yeah, but DSP, like, I think it'd be better to just focus on what's nominated and then maybe do those if time allows or whatever. And then when he did it, like, it was just kind of like, you have to accept it. It's been beaten to death. Okay, I can't do the voices anymore. I'm sorry, guys. Well, mate. Okay, hold up. It's been beaten to death on the games he picked versus he skipped. But the way it was handled was terrible today. I am sorry. The same complaint I had about the Manhunt being the most played game, yet getting the least amount of time stands here. What is the point of the polls? if you aren't playing the highest picked games with the most amount of time. I mean, I kind of agree with that, but at the same time, I think he should have just stuck with hour increments for all the games. The way he did it this year was just really dumb. It was just very clear to me. He structured this event to be for him, and the fans were an afterthought. I don't know what it was. It was like he was in a bad mood, and he just did not want them to get what they wanted. And then you got Baby Man Gaming. There's no need to entertain a Twitch audience. $300 in tips shows the right people liked it. You just aren't the target audience. You aren't going to hear complaints from Rob on Wheels, Derek, or Ripley Atomic. This is really dumb, and this sentiment gets pissed away just because of what is the context of DSP's tips. Every time when he has low tips, he literally like pretty much tells you, today's been pretty slow, guys. I guess you guys just don't really care. I mean, I could really use the help. I could buy games. The PS5, man, it's coming around. The chargebacks, man. So people then would feel bad and tip him, right? Now, the dumb nonsense with this is that, well, people tipped him because they liked what they saw, right? Okay, let's say that people voted with their wallets in DSP land, right? Okay, I don't like Fall Guys. I'm not gonna tip. Well, I'll do Fall Guys one more time, but guys, it's been very slow, man. Very slow, man. The next day, guys, Dude, I was looking at my finances. Oh my god, the PS5's coming out really soon, and oh my god, all these bills to pay. Guys, can you fucking believe the taxes are coming? Oh, and I can't afford to be slow right now on the fucking funds. Oh my god. I mean, I just have until like next week. If I can make it the next week, guys, I'll be good. And then the Fall Guys stream comes by next on that Monday. Oh my god, tonight's the last night, guys. I mean, I could really use the help. I mean, I have to catch up, man. He has done that for many things. Like, seriously, give it, like, if he had a $50 tip total every day, for every stream, it's $50. Maybe just, whatever. Let's say he gets $100 a day, because he gets $50 on the first and second stream, right? Let's say he does that for a week. You think he's not going to complain and say that, well, guys, I could really use the help. I mean, that's why, the vest streak was kind of very convenient and helpful for DSP, because it allowed him to not tell us any drama. Now that that's gone, guess what he's going to do? So, this is a meaningless sentiment that means means as much as a fart in the wind. Pretty much. There's nothing here that means anything. Unless this is meant to be a backhand thing about Rob. Anyways. Golden Colts comes in. Now, I just want you to remember, this is Golden Colts. The guy who gets drunk, and according to lore, he gets really drunk, he grinds for bits to give to DSP, and he does it when he's all drunk. So, you can take that as you will. I kind of have to agree. I kind of have to agree with OP. There is, he has that Pepe. I'm gonna give him a smug voice. There is not much to point to these marathons being sub goals to begin with, since there is going to be some kind of event on the big holidays of Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas anyway. Okay, bullshit. Look at this. There's no point to these marathons being sub goals to begin with. Golden Colts, are you fucking serious? See, and this is kind of this. Golden Colts literally bought the meme. This is the kind of shit that DSP banks on when he tells us every year I get to do a Halloween marathon. I want next year, next Halloween. No sub goal is hit. He doesn't hit the sub goal for the Halloween event at all, no matter what. October said if he dares to do the Halloween event, he doesn't hit it then. I want to see what would happen because I guarantee you he would not do the Halloween marathon. This is bullshit. The reason, because he hits it every year. Every sub goal he puts out, he hits. It's so much. Like, this kind of proves my point, is what I'm getting at, is that he has been getting all these gifted subs every month that people don't even think that it's impossible for him not to hit it. Like, there's no point to even sub. Like, that's the thing about these gifted subs, is that it's nice for the streamer and it's nice for the community, but when you're trying to build a sub goal and literally, like, you're only relying on gifted subs to get a hit, then there's no point. Like, whatever. I think, and I also think that sub goals are I kind of don't agree that they have to be a monthly thing. I just kind of want them to be however long you want them to be, dude. But whatever. Anyways. But that's bullshit. He does Thanksgiving technically for free because there's no sub goal for Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving is kind of free. But Christmas you gotta pay for. That's in November. You gotta pay that. It's kind of funny that Thanksgiving is free, but Christmas isn't. The season of giving, you have to pay for. Does Santa have to hit a sub goal for him to give gifts to the world? Okay. There's way too much padding in the marathons themselves. The way too little planning or meaningful gameplay for most of the games involved. He could literally do the marathon. It's just he does it in a dumb way. He could have the breaks and all that, sure, but he pads it out. And that's every stream. It's not even just the marathons. It's every stream. Because he tells you what you're going to be seeing on the stream, hits start record, explains it again. Because this dude does not love playing video games. If he does, why does he, do nothing for so long? When I do the Persona streams, I kind of race to get stuff set up because I want to get into it. When things hold me down on it, when I can't get Elgato to capture it, I can't get anything to work and all that stuff, you could kind of see. I think one of the streams I archived, you could find, you could definitely see some annoyance I had with Elgato not showing the game. Because it's I want to play this game and I want to stream it, I want to do all this stuff, and Elgato's being a piece of shit right now, and I'm trying to get it to work, and once it works, we're right in. I do all the setup kind of before I even hit start stream, to be honest. I try to get the title set up before I hit start stream, usually I try to do that. When it comes to gameplay streams, I try to get everything set up. So all I have to do is pretty much set the windows up the way that they have to be. But DSP gets all that set up, and then it's oh my god, I didn't know this was gonna happen. It's bullshit. He pads everything because he loves gaming. I liked the Little Hope playthrough before, but including it here just made it feel like a normal streaming day, and the costume and act basically ruined the second half of the playthrough for me. Unwatchable. Yeah, that's the other thing I'm kind of surprised DSP even wanted to do, because it kind of ruins the experience of the game, but he just wanted to rush that game out. It's kind of shitty, but whatever. Phil played TF2 for 30 minutes and quit after saying chat had it when literally nobody in chat was saying that. Golden Colt, you fucking idiot. When the chat is talking about anything else other than DSP or the game, that means that the chat is bored. Golden Colts, you've been in his chat before. You've seen the mannerisms. You see that he hates when the chat doesn't talk about him or the game. So, use your little baby brain on that one. But I guarantee either nobody was saying it or one person said it, and that's what DSP focused on because he just didn't want to play it because he hates it. He hated PC gaming. He didn't want to play Team Fortress 2. It's all a meme. But whatever. No Friday nights. Whatever, Freddy game at all. And replaying the same Project Dino Crisis was just silly. Yeah, you should have done Five Nights at Freddy's first, then Dino Crisis. Like I just can't comprehend why he just. It kind of felt like he intentionally skipped Five Nights for whatever reason, because he could literally, like, it's a short game. It's a short fucking game. You don't even have to beat it. And he goes for Dino Crisis. Okay. 2.2 what? $2, 5 from each gifted sub? What? Whatever. One guy didn't like it. There you have it. Blech. Oh my god. No, this is the same guy. Wow. 30 minutes after pre-stream break. 20 minutes to start Little Hope. 15 minutes to start DSP Tries It. 30-minute break after DSP Tries It. 15 minutes to switch to PC and start TF2. 20 minutes to switch to PS3 and start Dino Crisis. So around a third of the stream were breaks. Yeah, he did breaks every hour. I don't know why that's a surprise for these people. I mean, it's... You know, it's DSP. Oh, you got Derek here. That sounds pretty fucking terrible. When I got on the stream and saw he was doing a regular playthrough instead of a special marathon game, I bailed. Why play why play something you were going to finish regardless on a day that is a special event meant for other games that the audience would never see? Also, the Colonel Sanders costume is meh, but doing that voice and act got old in a few minutes. I was there. I hope that really didn't last for the whole marathon. That reminds me, we should watch this Aang 13. Our boy, our fellow detractor dude, did a good video.
Hello, everyone. How you doing? Hello. Hi, I'm Colonel Sanders, and I'm here to welcome you to the Halloween Marathon for 2020. Yoo-hoo! You ready for this, boy? I hope you're ready for this.
Boy.
What's up to Takanashi Kiraura? Good Lord, how you say that name? I don't know. I ain't from no Japan. I don't know how to say that shit. Thank you very much for the gift.
I ain't from no
Fraud
Japan.
Detective Chitty said, what's the reward for a $100 tip goal? It's that you're happy that I'm streaming in a costume and acting like a character, and you shut up. That's the reward. Excited for the Halloween stream, digging a slave owner. I'm not no slave owner, boy. I make chicken.
I like how you broke character for that.
Streaming in a costume and acting like a character, and you shut up. That's the reward. Excited for the Halloween stream, digging a slave owner. I'm not no slave owner, boy.
Slave owner?
Oh, wait. Sounds good. This is Halloween, boy. The hell you talking about, boy? Come on, boy. Big black cat jump scare don't get me, boy. There's a bunch of dangly bodies behind you. Turn around, boy. Oh, there's something in there, boy. Coming for you. You're gonna get you in his deadlights, boy. Hoo-hoo, yeah. They're trying to get us with their chains, boy.
Deadlights, really?
The accents, the mannerisms are getting tiring. Dooley Dread, you know what's tiring? Yo ass, shut the hell up, boy. I ain't got...
And he throws in boy. 3 minutes, and he is just nothing but boy, my boy. Like, dude, this is like it's the same caliber of talent I had when I was a young kid, and I was watching Johnny Bravo. I was a huge fan of Johnny Bravo, great show, and I was trying to do an impersonation of Johnny Bravo, and this was my impression of Johnny Bravo. Okay, this is my impression. Here you go. I wish I had prop glasses here. Whatever, I can't Pretend I have glasses, okay? I'm Jack Bravo. Hoo-ha! I'm gonna just hoo-ha! Like, I would just be doing that the whole time, and it was awful. It was really bad. And I'll be honest, I can't remember exactly how it was, but I did a lot of the hoo-ha thing that he used to do, and I did that a lot. And my brother saw me do this, and he was like, "Theo, you're ruining it. You're running to the ground." And I was like, oh, "Okay." Like, even then, I was like, "Yeah, I agree." But DSP, you tell him that, he gets mad, boy. Let me tell you, boy. Yeah. But that's the caliber of talent DSP has. It's kind of funny to read that he restarted a game he had done before and didn't make much progress because of poor time allocation management. Not shocked about the DSP tries it though. Those have been handled poorly for a while now. It's such a shame that pre-stream ends up being a longer segment than some game segments. Yeah, because DSP loves talking, dude. Oh god, Mora Moria. Sure, Mora Moria's gonna love this shout out. Yeah. In my opinion, it's possible that Phil tried to min-max Little Hope's potential, contributions, and loss of time by ending the game during the event where the goal is more likely to be reached regardless instead of wasting one more day on it. What? Tried to min-max potential. What? Okay, I'm confused on this one. Like, is he by ending the game during the event where the goal is more likely to be... What goal? The tips goal? Dude, he could have hit the tips goal all day. Like, do we need training wheels for paid for events now? He was streaming for like 7 hours. You're telling me he can't make $100 in 7 hours? Okay. I mean, he expects to get $100 in 2 hours, and it's a stretch to say he can't hit it for 7? Okay. I base this on the fact that it had only 2 nominations, the least amount. So it seemed random for him to pick it, unless he already bought the game and started a playthrough, which he did with the premiere the day before. But also, okay, Mora Moria, he was buying the game anyway. The event had nothing to do with Little Hope. He was playing the game anyway. This is the nonsense I get. This is like the same dumb nonsense that I see when people voted and nominated for the SpongeBob game when he told us to our face he was gonna play the game anyway when it comes out. And people paid for the sub event to make it happen, all voted for the game he was already gonna play. Wow. But also, and probably more important, because he mentioned in the forum thread that some of his favorite posted games included Zombies Ate My Neighbors, Resident Evil 3 Multiplayer, and Corpse Killer, all of them with more nominations than Little Hope. So, there was a change of heart. He wanted to get Zombies Ate My Neighbors, though. He wanted to play that, though. But I think the issue, Mora Moria, if you use your big boy brain, is that there's all these other games that he could have played. He spent 3 hours on one that kind of cut the other games that he put on the docket. He couldn't do Five Nights at Freddy's. And now people have to wait a year to get that. Like, maybe what DSP should have done was gone through the list of games and just done Little Hope last. Because since it's a new game, he doesn't have to beat it in the marathon, and he can just end it and say, okay, guys, see ya later, see ya the next time. Because one, he knows how the saving works. He streamed it before. So it's really dumb that he started it with Little Hope. Little Hope should have been the game to end on. And he should have gone through the list of games that he had. He should start with Team Fortress 2 because it's on PC. Get that out of the way. Then move on to the PS4 to do Five Nights at Freddy's and all this stuff. He did not need to play Little Hope first. It's dumb. And honestly, it probably would have made more sense to do Little Hope last. Because the beginning is always Clownland. Always. This is a great idea! But this requires some foresight and effort. DSP would only do this if he wasn't getting $500 in tips alone for the opposite. He got paid to do the fucking thing anyway with the sub goal, but whatever, fuck it. Honestly, that sounds terrible. Good lord, all the weefling and yapping needs to be removed, but we all know that won't happen. I mean, like, I know what Floyd means, but I know how DSP would take that. So, you know what I mean. Like, he could have a pre-stream, it's just that he just gets so drawn out on things. Like, he explains stuff like that his chat are a bunch of babies. He explains what daylight savings is. Like, dude, they'll find out on their own. If they miss your stream, they miss your stream. Like, they can find other ways to just figure shit out. This is just dumb. It's dumb to, like, excuse half the things he says on pre-stream when it's, like, stuff you don't need to know. The schedule he tells us every waking second on his streams. He tells us in pre-stream. He tells us in the break. He tells us at the end of the stream. Like, maybe we don't need the schedule in the pre-stream then, if you were going to tell us that many times. There's a very good chance you're right. Okay, you know what? I'm honestly not gonna read all these. This is a lot of stuff, but I do want to read this guy truth though. Lamau, how many of these marathons and polls are you going to keep getting fucked over and disappointed by before you stop pointing at Phil and twist your wrist? It's pointing at yourselves. Okay, let me read that. How many of these marathons and polls are you going to keep getting fucked over and disappointed by before you stop pointing at Phil and twist your wrist until it's pointing at yourselves? What is this, like the 10th shitty marathon in a row? 20th poll he completely disregarded, and you're still here hoping and praying his content gets better someday? Lamau, you should have turned the stream off as soon as he showed up as a southern plantation owner and was too lazy to shave his patchy beard. Here's a better question. Why the fuck did you spend Halloween watching someone play a video game, Lamau? Is watching DSP enjoy the game only when he gets money that alluring? Avoiding getting banned for saying some criticism, is that entertaining? Couldn't make it past the holiday without chatting it up with the people like Rob on Wheels, who's in a wheelchair and blows money on DSP instead of himself? Okay. I know what Skytruth is kind of talking about, but to a degree, I don't think it's necessarily, like, this is the same shit I criticize about DSP's mindset with tips. If people want to support their streamer and they want to support them however they want, then they'll do that. These people will support no matter what. The thing that the thing that that this kind of goes off of the same logic DSP operates on, where it's like that you will only give me money if I'm doing something you like. If I'm doing something that you don't like, you're not going to give me money. No, that's intently true in the sense of like, I don't like this person's content, I'm not going to support it, I'm out, whatever. But if you like that person's content, maybe you don't like a certain content that they put out, you're not gonna support it, sure. But there are also people who support people no matter what they put out. Maybe they like the person. Maybe they like that they put effort or some kind of thing that they put in that they appreciate. People are always going to support people they like. So to a point, these two mindsets are not like inherently wrong and bad, but it's dumb to operate 100% with those mindsets. People are going to support people that they like. There's nothing wrong with people supporting people that they like. I support some artists on Patreon. I sub to some people on Twitch. I support people on like Mega64, whatever. I support people who I like to support. I don't like everything that they put out all the time. Doesn't mean that I'm not gonna support them because I might like what they put out. Like, I did not like the Angry Video Game Nerd movie, but I still like his content. I still watch his videos. That kind of stuff. So I wouldn't say it's in total of these things. And I think it's kind of lame to say necessarily that, oh, well, it's Halloween. Why are you watching DSP play Halloween in 2020 during a pandemic where most people might be staying at home because they can't do mass gatherings? There might be some exceptions. Some people might, order a small gathering and that kind of stuff, but not everyone does that, and people might be more open to watch a stream. So it is what it is. And people spend time when they spend time. As I said, it is what it is. It is what it is, baby. Nothing against the guy. I hope he pulls through whatever he's going through. I think Rob is born like this. So he's living life. I mean, you know what I mean. I'm not. It is what it is. We all don't choose our. Well, yeah. Damn it. Okay. This is awkward. The fucking DSP community is wild, man. Nothing against this guy who he pulls through, what he's going through, but I am just using him as an example of what you're competing against when you hate or are disappointed in DSP's content. At the end of the day, people like Rob on Wheels, Planet Jeff, etc. are going to pay him to continue to do the same thing over and over again. Your criticism means nothing, and you're wasting your time when you could be doing something else that's actually entertaining, and or watch someone who actually cares about your opinion to some degree. I don't feel sorry for any of you who watch that shit. At this point, you're an idiot for turning his stream on and wasting your time for the 1,032nd time in a row. Troll or not, have a good day. This guy is kind of memeing. These are like magic memes. What's kind of lame about this is the sense that criticism means, like, this is the same shit that this guy is kind of sharing the same mentality DSP has, kind of. But it's kind of funny. But the idea that DSP can't listen, like, blaming people giving criticism, like, oh, I support you and I'm gonna send you some criticism. Well, hey, he is making money and your criticism means nothing. You're a fucking idiot. Like, that's not that person's fault. It's DSP's fault for not listening to it. Like, if the person doesn't care, like it is up to the person who's giving the criticism. If they feel that their criticism is falling on deaf ears, it's on them to either leave and be disappointed at the guy or whatever. They can do whatever. They can do whatever they want. I just think it's kind of sad that DSP like can shit on these people and they won't stand up for themselves. Like that's where I'm at with this. Like them sending criticism and DSP ignoring it. That's like whatever. That's DSP choosing to do that, and that might not bother some people. Some people might not mind that maybe their opinions don't get heard at all. That it depends on the person, but it's not the person's fault for the person not listening to the criticism. It's the person who should be listening to it and not communicating that, I don't, this won't work for me or whatever very well. Because every time DSP responds to criticism, it's either with negativity, hostility, whatever. Dude, I look like I'm like darkness. I'm shrouded in darkness, guys. Now you see the background a little bit, but now it's fading away. Now it's just me, guys. I'm gonna move closer. Hell yeah, T-pose. Hell yeah, kinda. This is kind of cool. I kind of like this. I think my videos look better like this. This is pretty rad. I'm having a ball with this. I can see my face cam, and I'm like, oh man, this is pretty rad. This is like the future. Let's see. You know what? This might be a separate video, so let's move on to this.
There must be a leftover spook in the house from Halloween. My door just popped.
I'm spending way too much time on the forums.
That was funny. I'm talking, the door opens. I'm like, what happened? Is someone coming in? No, the door opened itself. What on earth? Well, that was weird. Your tips are going to help me tremendously this month. I really need help with tips right now. If you like the streams and you want to support, please do by tipping me, alright? Now,
we got a lot of money. What stream was that?
Would be to check out my Amazon wish list and purchase me some PlayStation Network credits that will also help to defray the cost of all these games coming out, okay? So give that a look.
Oh, it was that Monday. I'm thinking that Animal Crossing stream where you got a lot of money.
Credits for me. Please understand that, sadly, they don't just send them to me. I know that would make too much sense. You have to email me the code via my email, darksidefilla@hotmail.com. Okay.
Now, I like that he's showing the wish list, but also tips and stuff to fund the things that he's getting. So, like, let's say someone buys him the gift card. Is he gonna say, well, now I can afford this many games? Like, it's kind of weird.
So,
but whatever.
Give me your money.
RBG fan cheered said, I wish Jasper was more brave so he could defend you if the tractor tried to come to your house.
Jasper
came to my house.
Jasper needs to be brave, guys.
Number one, the moment they step on my street, they've committed a crime.
Whoa.
And if you're not invited,
wait, you're telling me?
Like this,
You're telling me that if someone was planning to go after Phil, that they'd be breaking the law? Whoa, man, that's wild. I kind of feel like DSP that if they're willing to break into your house, I don't think they care about the law.
you're already committing a crime just stepping foot on the street because there's fences blocking it off.
It's
You have
literally
cameras everywhere. So there'd be video evidence of them being here and breaking the law. So even if they got away without any repercussions immediately, they would get arrested.
Now, by the way, shouts out. I love that he's telling us his alarm setup. Because that's what you should always do, right? On the internet, tell people your alarm system, tell them how it works. Because, boy, let me tell you, nothing bad ever happens. I mean, I heard a story from middle school about one of my teachers who, well, they didn't teach me, but it was someone that this person knew, that posted online on their Facebook or whatever that, I'm going on a trip or whatever for this amount of time. They gave exact dates. So this person went on their vacation. They came to an empty house. They came back because whoever saw that, they figured out what was going on. It was either like a online post, or maybe it was just that the teacher told the class about their the vacation, and that's when it strikes. Because I mean, that's what you should definitely do. Tell strangers that kind of information. And DSP, it definitely it's definitely a good idea. Definitely. You know what I mean?
After the fact, okay?
In addition, we have an alarm system here, so if they even try any funny business near my house, the alarm automatically calls the police. And the police show up within 5 minutes. So
I'm not too worried about anything when it comes to someone trying to fuck with me at my house, because it ain't gonna happen, alright? There's a difference between someone fucking with me anonymously on the internet, which will happen all day, every day, because there's no repercussions, versus someone actually being stupid enough to try to break into someone's private, living facility. And you know, it's funny because...
It's
when I first
funny.
moved here, people gave me shit for it. Oh, why is Phil moved there? What a waste of time, what a waste of money, he's an idiot. Now take a look at the past few years of the stories we...
This is dumb. That, you know, the reason why people were giving him shit for living in that house is because he cried about money, about paying bills and all this stuff. That's why people were shitting on it, DSP. No one was shitting on it because it wasn't a nice house.
Of people who live on a public street, and all the messed up stuff that's happened to them. People coming to people's doors.
But these are like, these are very seldom incidents, though, and I don't necessarily know Boogie's deal either. So I mean, it's kind of just lame that it's kind of sad that he lumps himself with that, but it is what it is.
Threatening them. We got crazy people breaking into people's fucking houses and shit. And you know what I mean? Like.
But those are also crimes, DSP. And I like how he thinks that if you're on a public street, you just don't have an alarm system. You don't have an alarm system when you buy a house or an apartment? Okay.
There's been some nutty shit.
Well, maybe an apartment, because the apartment's a little bit different, but it is what it is.
I'm happy that I made this choice as beautiful in the backyard. Pandemic. Don't ask a stupid question. You just got unbanned, RPG.
Oh, get over this. RPG fan tipped him $83, right? Now, I was thinking in the back of my mind that I'm sure there are people in DSP's community that gets banned, right? They could, and DSP has to wait for them to type in chat to get unbanned, to confirm if the tip was theirs or not, right? So then it could be said that trolls, get this, who get banned can tip him to get unbanned. Because they had to confirm, dude. Could be a fake tip.
Fan. I'm not inviting any of you to hang out at my house, especially in the midst of a pandemic. Don't ask a stupid question. You just got unbanned, RPG fan. Like.
Now look at this. Asking a stupid question about hanging out with him is already telling him that he could get banned again for this.
Literally last night.
Okay.
I had mercy on your soul.
Remember the joke about the bathroom barbecue that he was doing? Oh, we're gonna have that bathroom barbecue and all this other stuff. But now we can't joke about it. RPG fan, you're on thin ice, Buster.
And after a month banned, I felt like maybe you had repented and you were gonna not be a
repented.
Not be fucking pissing me off.
My God.
And now you're asking weird shit already. It's like you haven't even been here.
Dude, this dude acts like you should be grateful for being unbanned. Like you should be like kissing the ground DSP walks on when you get unbanned. Like. Somebody mentions the apology fetish, and that is definitely the case. I mean, Twitch has a unban feature now. Like, you could submit a request to be unbanned, and then but DSP says no, don't do it that way. Email me. You have to email him, dude, or talk to, or somehow get in contact with the mod. But you have to email him and apologize to him. You have to suck his little dick, dude. But then when you get unbanned, it's like, yeah, you got unbanned. You better be thankful, bitch. Like you have to kind of go down on your knees for him to unban you. And then once you're unbanned and you pretty much humiliate yourself doing it, he then tells you better fucking be grateful, bitch. What a great person. What a great person.
4 hours yet, and you're already going outside the bounds. All right. It's not looking good for you. I told you last night.
And the rules he tells us is, he actually doesn't even tell us the rules anymore. But his rules that he always goes to is oh, don't do troll memes, no copy pasta, no spamming, whatever. But he never brings up, don't joke about coming over to my house, guys.
You're on the thinnest of ice, maybe two microbes wide, and I just felt a crack in the ice. I just felt it. You're on unstable ground, my friend. I think it's time for you to relax, alright?
And it's like people go out of their way to try to make me look like I'm wrong.
No, I like how he said that to him.
Even though it's them who's stupid.
So I got a question. Should RPG fan take that seriously, or should he take it as a joke? Because he said you're on thin ice, Buster, then laughed. It doesn't sound like he was being serious, so is that a serious, like, warning, or is that a joke?
You have this crazy group.
But what it is that it's like I gave him a warning, guys. So, you know, it's kind of like, if he does something that he really doesn't like, he's not in the mood for, he could ban him and say, I did warn him. But, you know, it's kind of like a joking meme.
Mentality that Phil's always wrong. Phil only does crappy stuff. Phil doesn't put effort into his work.
Ripley Atomic is here and did a 50-bit cheer.
Oh god, that
and
fan
says,
art,
You
Jesus.
think your faith in people is your biggest flaw. So Ripley Atomic says, I feel that, my...
This is what I was talking about, that was kind of ironic.
No, I would say my biggest flaw is anger. Because anger has led to pretty much the vast majority of things in my life that have been mistakes or things that people view in a negative light. Why, when I'm playing a game and I get very angry at the game, do I yell and scream and blame game developers? Because I'm overcome with anger. Okay?
Everyone gets angry. This is kind of stupid to be like, this is my shortcoming, man, anger. Wow. What an original shortcoming. Like, you know, I think I mentioned this before, but these responses to these cheers and tips just feel like interview questions. Like, you know, when you go do a job interview and they give you some questions and you kind of have to answer the best you can. Like, oh, like they may ask you, like, what's your biggest weakness? And you're like, oh, you know, and you have to give them like a smart answer. Like, oh, my biggest weakness is that I try too hard, or that, oh, my biggest weakness is that, you know, whatever. It's either that or it's like, oh, what's your greatest strengths? Is like, my greatest strengths is that I overcome my failures. You know, whatever. Oh, this is weird. I'm like looking at like my face cam. It's pretty wild right now. I don't know, like it looks like it's distorting me. Whatever, fuck it.
And it leads to
Maybe I just have a big head.
To me
I'm a big head because I'm a big boy.
Why do sometimes I say stupid things on Twitter? Because of anger. I'm angry about something. Or
That's bullshit. He told us that was his depression. Man, I'll always bring this up because it literally highlights why that fucking vlog is a scam and it's a piece of shit. Because this dude claimed that the State of Decay 2 shill tweet was because of his depression. Then he said, oh, well, I apologize because everyone was so butthurt. And now he's saying it's because he was angry. Like, do you see how much bullshit he is? Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. And then he wonders why people think he's lying. He's a lying. He's a lying!
About something.
He's a liar.
You know, when I lose control of my emotions, sadly, I make mistakes and things go wrong. Alright? That's just the truth of the matter.
That's just the truth.
Time and time again, over the years, where I lose control, and then I say dumb shit on a stream or on a YouTube video. You know, I'm not responsible for what I say. Instead, I'm completely irresponsible in my actions, and that comes back to bite me. Alright?
I love Hulk.
All my actions and stuff when I did stuff in videos and on stream for the past 7 years.
I'm gonna skip a little bit ahead.
But the truth of the matter is, the memes are based on those moments when I was overcome with emotion and anger and I said and did stupid things. Okay?
The memes now aren't that, though. The memes now are dumb. The
My least favorite word, lolcow.
Lolcow. That's my
I love that so
Now,
pronounced that the
times in my life,
lolcow.
having faith in people have come back to
So
bite me
good.
and screw me over. Yes. And in fact, I can tell you, numerous times in my life, having faith in people who I thought I could trust, who I thought I could confide in, who I thought I could just rely on for support and for ongoing, ongoing support. And they just basically screw me over. And this has happened multiple times in my life, major times, major milestones, and, it's fucked up. It's fucked up, especially when, I'd say, there have been times when I've explained to someone, listen, for me, honesty is the biggest thing. If you have an issue with something going...
Now, you know what's kind of shitty about this? I've been thinking about this a little bit, and this kind of sounds like one of those mind games that abusers usually do on their victim when they're in a relationship with them. Oh, be honest with me. Tell me what's wrong. And then you tell them. Then it's like, bad stuff happens. So then they are like, I can't tell him the truth. Then he's gonna beat me up or whatever, or abuse me mentally or whatever. Like, you know, it's like one of those things, or that like, you know, that's the extreme end of it. The other end of it is that, you know, he might have a history of not taking criticism well, which, I mean, is not surprising. And he might just be throwing excuses, and it might just lead to an argument that goes on and on and on. That's like the least, that's like the, like on like the scale, like the most would be abusers and abusive people and all that shit. And on the other side is like the people who throw fits and shit, but they get into arguments and they just refuse to accept or agree with what the person's saying. And so it's kind of it's semi disingenuous, I guess, if that's the right word, or just silly to say from him that all I care about is honesty. They should have told me. And the thing is that, like, maybe they did tell you in the past. Like, we can't see what he's talking about. So we only have his word for this, and we can also go off by his previous actions. So let's say Leanna, like, you really think Leanna felt comfortable confronting DSP about his shortcomings? Like, you've seen how he acts about every little bit of criticism thrown at him. He gets mad. He either gets mad or he just kind of brushes it off. So you think Leanna's criticisms or issues that she had when she brought them up would be taken seriously at all? Like, it's hard to believe that they were, because if he did take him seriously, would she have left? Because I've said it before that I don't believe that DSP broke up with her. It makes no sense. It made no sense for him to want that. She cooks food for him. She does the laundry for him. She got a job for him. So why would DSP break up with her? It makes no sense. So it's clearly that she broke up with him, and it's also pretty clear because he threw her under the bus pretty quickly too. So, you know.
What's going on with me? Be honest. Tell me about it.
So this is
Let's
bullshit.
talk about it. Let's handle it maturely, right? Let's actually be.
And then say, "Oh, handle it maturely." Yeah, tell someone that. I'm sure they're gonna be like, "This guy's cool." Be mature, guys. Stop being babies.
About it, and I feel that it's always been my opinion is that if there's a problem or there's a concern or there's an issue, talk about it. Don't hold it inside. Don't hold it back, because that's passive aggressive bullshit. That's what cowards do.
That's what cowards do. Then why don't you bring it up? Like, this is kind of cowardly what he's doing. He's afraid to even, like, he can't tell that maybe some people around him might not be comfortable or they might be upset with him. Like, I also find it hard to believe that Leanna was not giving him any indication that she was being annoyed. Like, there are moments where, like, you know, I've been with people, I hang out with people, I had girlfriends too, dude, you know what I mean? But, I talked to a lot of people that mentioned that, hey, this guy's being really fucking annoying. I gave him a lot of clues to back off, and he doesn't back off. Like, I've kind of told him that, and then when I told him to back off, he got mad at me. And it's like, there's a lot of stories like that I've been hearing in my college saga of life, dude. My college saga of life book story. That shit has been happening because shit happens. So come on.
Actually confront an issue to solve it. Instead, they just pretend
like it just sounds like
all that happens then is that resentment.
DSP is the one that is mostly scared about confronting it because he's afraid to probe into what his others think.
Point where then it's going to explode, and by then it's irrevocably damaged to the relationship, and there's no way that you can fix it. You see, this has happened to me multiple times in my life with various different people.
But it's their fault.
Even though I've told the people up front that for me, just be honest with me, it's not going to.
I mean, I've told people up front when I hang out with them for the first times that sometimes I talk a lot, and if I talk too much, feel free to tell me to stop. And no one tells me to stop. Does that mean that they love me and they love the shit I say? Or are they just like, let's just be polite and not rain on his parade? You know, not because no one is gonna just be always honest. I mean, that's kind of like a big ask to ask people, and I mean, it's shitty. You could argue, but like, you know, you're putting a lot of pressure on them when you could also when the same could be said about you. If you feel like something's going on, you should ask the person, like, is there something going on? Did I fuck up? Am I not like communicating with you enough or what? I don't know. You sometimes DSP, you have to put the effort into the relationship. It can't just be one way or black and white. Like, he acts as if everything's gonna give you like a waypoint in life. He expects like a end game pop up to pop up and be like, hey man, when you see your girlfriend look like this, be sure to hit the triangle button.
Make me angry, or it's not going to hurt me to be honest with me. You know what I'm saying?
It's not gonna hurt.
Can I be a defensive person? Yes, but if
this fucking dude says, be honest with me. Can I be a defensive person? Yes. So maybe that's the problem then. Maybe you don't hear them out. Oh my god, this dude.
I have done something wrong and I've hurt you, alright? Or I've wronged you in some way. I will do my absolute best to remedy that and to change for the better.
But you don't take it seriously.
1,000,000% a pathological liar and a sociopath.
You know, especially now, over the years, I've learned, I've grown.
Like, this is bullshit because he gave us this dude, like, I kind of try to refrain from like trying to say like, oh DSP's abusive, because I wouldn't necessarily say that about him, but he shows a lot of similarities with how abusers kind of operate. Like, you know, they always try to be a level-headed person. They try to be like, oh, you be honest with me and this and that and all that kind of stuff. And then when you do, it's like, no. Like, a lot of this stuff just kind of gives me those vibes. And I'll give another shout out to that ProxyCon vid over narcissism. It kind of covers that too. And DSP exhibits a lot of that.
I am definitely a flawed human. I have a lot of issues.
I'm flawed, guys.
That, you know, I can fix if I can work on. If I know.
Because like flawed people always say I'm flawed, guys. Hello, guys. I'm a flawed human. Okay.
To exists. If I don't know that I'm doing something wrong, then there's no way that I can ever change the behavior to fix it. And that's been the problem with me. I've had faith in people who I trusted. To be honest with me, they weren't, and then they would go ahead and they would flip on me and say, "Oh my God, this and that and this and that," and it's like, the fuck are you talking about? I never knew about it.
Now, if he's talking about Rambo and Howard, I mentioned this multiple times, but he could have probably read the room with those two and maybe detect that just maybe they weren't happy. Crazy, right? With Leanna, she didn't make a tell-all book yet, so we don't know what happened with her. Feels bad, man.
And whose fault is that?
Whose fault is that?
The person who basically never fucking was honest with me to begin with.
Now, I also want to bring up this. This is funny to me. I laugh at this all the time now. When he was talking about CD Projekt Red stuff, always a fun time talking about that, right? The fun time is that he brings up how, oh, the CEO of CD Projekt Red said that the employees are happy and they're fine. It's okay, Crunch or whatever. And then goes on to say, well, he said that, but then why are employees leaking information, dude? They're clearly not happy if they're leaking information. If Rambo and so that said, if that's how DSP thinks about it, if Rambo and Howard were happy, why did they make the video? Oh, because the trolls. I mean, well, DSP is a troll, guys. Like this is nonsense.
So, it's kind of fucked up, but yes, this has happened many times.
It's fucked up.
Now, is that the biggest flaw? No. Is it a flaw? I don't even want to feel that that's a flaw. I think that having faith in people is something that's needed to have a healthy life. I feel that if you don't have faith in anyone, and you don't open yourself up to going to that level where you feel like you can trust someone, then how could you ever have a relationship? How could you ever have a friendship? How could you ever have a romantic relationship? How could you ever have anything? Okay? Right? It's that simple.
And this is what I was talking about earlier, that this is kind of this made me laugh even more when I was watching that Pokemon stream a little bit. I saw that clip about him trying to refund the $30 and all that. He didn't have faith that that guy was being legit and asking for a refund. He didn't think he was legit. He had no faith in him. He had no faith in his fans to do Team Fortress 2 with them. Had no faith to play Among Us with his fans. But he's telling us that we should have faith in people, but he has no faith in the people who watch him. Because he thinks the trolls are gonna get in. I mean, to a point, trolls would probably try to get in with him, but he has no faith in the people who watches him, that they might be honest with him, that they might be fans. Like this literally this was the same day when he said this. On that night stream later on after this, he did not have faith that the person wanting that $30 refund was legit, and he thought it was a troll, that he was going to charge back and all this stuff. Like, it's wild.
You need to have that trust. That is one of the major things in life, I feel. And here's the truth of the matter.
Here's the truth.
With the people who have screwed me over, and the people who have treated me very poorly, alright? I could have used that as opportunity to say, I will never trust anyone again. I'm shutting myself off.
That you did, though.
Again. I can't trust anyone. But instead, I said, no, I feel that I will have faith that something better will happen to me in the future if I just stick to that faith and...
Man, that... Why is it Japanese?
Happily married.
Why was that fan art in Japanese?
Living in a nice place. A job that I love.
Whatever.
And I never would have had any of that. If I just given up and thrown in the towel, if I had shut myself off to trusting anyone in the outside world. Seriously. Have that with Cat, No,
that's bullshit to say that if he didn't have faith in people, he wouldn't stream. Well, I guess he does have faith that his fans will come in and give him $100 every stream, I guess.
Where's Kat? She was taking a shower when I was on break.
Where's Kat?
So, that's where she is.
That's where she is.
What else she's doing today. It's up to her. She cooked like crazy yesterday, so today's her day and we'll do whatever she wants.
She cooked like crazy.
Cheers is a cat. Okay. She is. She's actually
She has freedom now. She cooked.
Finally, her cough is... That is...
I'm happy, because I definitely could have missed out on the best time of my life if I had changed as a person and become just closed off, privatized, compartmentalized.
All these fucking words. And people wonder why the streams are long.
I checked the forums to see what's going on besides polls. I see some people are complaining about the Halloween
Oh
event,
boy.
stream length and gameplay being shorter. I thought it was equal for both, and costumes were fun. Love you, Phil.
How is that equal? How is that equal? Games literally that were supposed to be played were not played. How is that equal, you idiot?
On the forums. So a lot of them
yes, Little Hope getting 3 hours, Team Fortress 2 getting like 30 minutes, and Dino Crisis getting an hour was all equal. I do not want to see that person's math abilities. I don't know if you can even count.
Or people who've been banned from chat or banned from the forums before, and they come back with sock account fun. Love you, Phil. Yeah, some people on the forums just sit there and bitch constantly. But...
Hey, Golden Colt, he called you a bitch. Be sure to give him your cheer.
Because there's not a lot of moderation on the forums. So a lot of them are known trolls or people who've been banned from chat or banned from the forums before, and they come back with sock accounts just to shit on everything. I don't care. I don't read that nonsense. Right?
You don't read your forums,
don't
though.
Listen to the nonsense that the fucking negative idiots on the forums are saying.
I said this before. The forums got hijacked pretty much, even though DSP is still the host. He still owns that forum. He's paying for a forum that's pretty much a troll site now. It blows my mind. I'm surprised. I went from a tumbleweed forum, it's completely fucking dead, to a troll land. It's troll land now. You can just go in there and troll, and you probably could get away with it at this point. You probably will get banned if you're really, 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 really mean to the king. But there's so many trolls there now, and it's so silly. But I would not recommend going to that site. That site does log IPs, so you know what I mean.
Aware of who they are and what they say, and I don't care. They just sit there and shit on everything anyway because they're fucking disgusting, negative people.
Golden Colt is a disgusting person. I agree.
Let them sit and shit in their own festering pool of shit. I'm not over there to pay attention.
Their own... Now, let these people poop and shit. Another fetish of his, poop. In their cesspool over there on the forum he's paying for. He cucked... Not only is he cucked himself. He, like, was like, hell yeah. He's into it. He's into the forum cooking. That's a secret. We found a secret fetish, guys. Getting cooked by his own forums. That's what it is. He was jealous that Floyd Mayweather's Discord got overrun by trolls. He was jealous. He was like, oh, man. And then he turned on to his forums, and now he's like, oh, man, my forum's getting fucked tonight. And he's getting like, excited. It's turning him on. If you can't get cooked IRL, I get cooked virtually, dude. It's so, like, fucked up, too, man.
My stream's having fun, you know? Just because we don't have active moderation over there, and really I just use the forums for polling and nominations and stuff, they think this is their free ground now to have a toxic...
It is a free ground. You don't go there. You don't give a shit. Like, listen to this.
I'm not over there to pay attention to it. I'm on my streams having fun, you know? Just because we don't have active moderation over there, and really I just use the forums for polling and nominations and stuff, they think this is their...
Like around the time when people demanded him having a Discord, he was like, I have a forums, and this is our communication, and blah, blah, blah. This guy does not even visit the forums unless he's doing polls and dumb shit. Like, it's really sad. Like, he can't spare, like, an hour, even a minute, to just even casually read what his fans are posting. And then he's wondering why it's so negative. If you don't care about what you're posting, what you have, no one's gonna care. Like, I said earlier, I try to make an effort to go to my Discord and poke my head in and see what people are saying. Because it's my Discord and people are there, and I do want to read what people are saying. If I just leave it and just be like, I don't care, then why have it? Like, it's wild that this guy has his forums that he's paying money for, and he's just like, yeah, I just kind of go there. I mean, I have a life. I want to spend time with Cat. And it's wild. If someone brings it up, he's like, what time? I have to hang out with Cat. I want to spend my free time with Cat and Jasper. But, like, no one is saying he needs to spend, like, 5 hours in the forums. Like, he doesn't have to be like this in the forums, like, I need to go to every fucking thread. I need to respond to everyone. He doesn't have to. He could just go there, respond to the last thing he sees, and just say, yeah, man, that's pretty cool, whatever. He doesn't have to have, like, a meaningful debate in his fucking forums. Like, he doesn't, I mean, is he expecting that he might be roped into talking about Trump and Biden? Like, come on.
They're free ground now to have a toxic area. Fuck them. Let them talk to
Fuck
themselves
'em.
like idiots, and I'll be over here having fun on my streams. Okay?
Yes. Let them use the site I pay for to troll and shit on. But I'll be here on my streams. But go to my forums though. And then and the kicker of all of this is that he would yell at his chat for not making forum accounts to nominate and vote and all this stuff. But actually then tells us that he doesn't visit the forums and he doesn't care about it. Fuck it. Like, why would you join a forum if the person who hosts it doesn't care about it? This guy is terrible with this shit. Just disband the forums, honestly.
No effort. Phil doesn't care. Alright, if you don't like that, fine. Don't come to the streams where you feel that's the case. I don't use anything in my hair at all. So just...
I think,
Oh! It's what happens when you love it.
Yep, that's the end. Alright, I think I'm gonna end this. This is a long video. I was hoping for this to be like 2 hours, but it's like 3 hours. More like 3 painful hours. Dumb shit. Bullshit. But thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. There's a new website that a fellow detractor made to host content. So, you know, I'll be uploading this on my normal YouTube channel, as you already have seen, and I'll be uploading DSP content there as well. I'll just upload them both places to see what happens. It's gonna go on YouTube first, obviously. I'll put the link to my channel on that site in the description below. So, I guess if like I ever decide to not do DSP content on this channel anymore, it'll go there, but I think I'll just keep my DSP content here for now until the unthinkable happens. But I'm just putting that out there. I do have a channel on this other website. I'll be putting in the description. So I'll still be uploading videos to this. DSP videos will be here as well. It'll be like a dual upload situation. So pick your poison. Pick your poison. Pick which way you want to watch it. Because then maybe, it is what it is. But that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun. We learned a lot from what happened to Halloween. Hope to see you guys next time. Have a good week, everyone. See you when I see ya. Bye-bye.